Well, I don't know where the intro video's at, but we're just gonna go live. We're just gonna play some Fallout tonight. Yeah, it's March 15th, 2025, and we're on session 1 of Fallout 2D20 by Modifius. Modifius? Yeah. And we don't know the rules, but we know how to use the software, so that's all that counts, right? No?
Well, the software
Or at
does
least
the
we
rule
pretend
set
to.
for you.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
If our rule set developer did a good job, right? Is he here?
It's kind of like
he's not here.
people who bought Baldur's Gate 3 who've never played a game of D&D tabletop in their life. It's just a
Well, I don't understand it. Why can't I take a 5-foot step?
Not 4E.
Can't do that in Fallout either. So
Sven's got the wavy hair going just like the Pip Boy there. Look at that.
this is
What's the Fallout guy called? Look at him,
Yeah, Pip Boy.
Pip Boy. Yeah.
yeah.
Joshua Watmow, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
We
Can you guys hear me okay?
yeah,
Here you're
Yes,
fine.
on the louder side for me a little bit. I'm turning you down, but
You're
that's
welcome.
fine.
He's coming in wall to wall.
Can the stream hear us? Yes. Test. Okay. Everything. Somebody said I was too quiet on the stream. I'm like, so turn up the volume. I don't know. Because like if I go up any higher, then I'm peeking in the red. Peeking in the red.
Over in
Peak,
Amsterdam.
peak,
peeking
test,
in
test.
the red.
Actually, that's turned all the way up.
electric windows.
That's maxed right there. Test. Maybe I just need to talk louder.
Testing.
I don't know. So, there are a couple of you who were here last session, which was session 0. Some of us were traveling, got drunk at our daughter's wedding. We don't know what
Some of
happened,
us were
but
coughing.
some of us were coughing, and Diablo Bob has bailed out of the entire game. I find that appalling. So we have an empty slot open for the largest bidder. I don't know. Let's auction it out. Hey, going $10, $10. So your characters are in the Boston Convention Center. A GEC was activated 1 year ago today, and a forest was sprouted up under this Boston Convention Center, and some of you, I don't know your character's background and how long you've been here, but some of you might have helped out and turned this place into a settlement. So you got some guards. Some of you guys are guards. Some of you guys help out around the settlement. Butchering and wooding stuff and
Making pipe guns and stuff.
yeah, fixing up broken whatevers. Collecting stuff in the
Manure.
convention center. Yeah. Fertilizing.
Isn't that what my character does?
Yeah,
Fertilizer?
You're the expert fertilizer. We did have a questionnaire. Oh, I got the wrong button pushed right here. What did I do with that? Player note. No, that's not it.
Session questions.
It's a note, right? Yeah. Note. Player session 0 questions. Did you just share that with me? You just share that with everybody.
Yes.
It's pretty
Popped
neat.
up with me too.
I like that. See, I don't have to even do anything. I could just point and click.
Magic.
DM.
Complications
So-
PDF is not opening up.
The PDF? Nobody can
Well,
open
yeah,
it?
it doesn't, that's on your machine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't share with players. It doesn't share files.
Oh, that's a
You need to put
shame.
it- You can put it on a server
Mhm.
and share the link to it.
Well,
Drop
I
it in
also
Discord.
made tables out of the PDF, so there's that. You could, aren't those all shared with you?
Are you an overachiever, Drake?
It's Fallout. Aren't you supposed to be? I'm
You wanna let us
special.
know?
Yeah. See? Rough patch. Next roll is +1 diff. Whatever that means.
That makes it easier. right?
Difficulty.
Those are not shared with me, by the way. Those tables, if they were intended to be.
They
Well-
are under complication tables. Player note complication tables.
Uh-oh.
Is
Red
wife
roaches on
aggro
the way. They
listed
already
on the
killed the red
complication
roaches,
Okay,
Larry.
tab?
that's why.
Did you just get
Gotcha.
attacked by a cat?
No, he
He
said a
called
wife.
you a cat.
Called her fat. No, we did not.
No, I said a cat.
I like watching you and just in pain. I can't see what's happening.
My girlfriend treats me better than that. Hey.
All right, so you find yourself. Let's just say you find yourself in this settlement. Let's run and describe our characters and stuff to one another, what they look like, and maybe how long they've been in the settlement, and where they're originally from. Ooh, on the spot, some RPing. And we're going to start off first alphabetically with Bishop. I don't know. B dot.
Yeah, it's Bishop. It's an acronym. He's a robot. He's a biomechanical infantry system for human optimal protection. So he was designed and built to protect humans, the managers of the people that built the silos, vaults. Yeah, the vaults. And he's been around since before the big boom.
So 200 plus years.
Yeah.
And where's he originally from?
The Boston area.
And what's his doesn't he have like a subclass? What are they called in Fallout?
Let me see.
I think he's a
Origin?
yeah, in the origin there's
Assaultron.
Assaultron, but he's a type of Assaultron. There's like 3 types. 4 types? Where's the
Let me see. What did I choose? It's been a while.
It's not on your sheet anywhere. That's kind of what I was just double checking. I think it's the escort one or the it's modules. Where's the modules button? I know how to use Fantasy Grounds. Okay. Your guy's in the Wanderer's book. Equipment. No. Origins. Assaultron. I thought you were a robotic caravan guard.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, okay.
He was like a guard for humans.
Yeah, a guard. Yeah. There's the Assaultron Devil and then the US
No,
military model. There's 3 of
It
them.
wasn't that.
Yeah, you're the caravan guard because it gave you behavioral analysis module, which the other ones don't have. Which is like Mr. Handy kind of attitude. What does he sound like?
He sounds kind of normal. He doesn't have like a
Normal
mechanical
for a
voice or
robot
anything
or
like
normal
that.
for a person?
No, normal for a person. He doesn't have like a mechanical robot sound. His voice is pretty plain and,
Oh, come
and
on,
simple.
Caesar. You're just being a lazy role player, man. I don't
What are
want
you
to
talking
talk
about?
like this. Well, I'm even lazier than that.
Good.
Well, Ben is next. So who's playing Ben? I don't know.
Well, I'll describe Ben as from Marbania the player because Ben is probably the most socially awkward person you guys have ever met in your life, and he's real tall and thin, real tall and skinny, right? And he tends to like even in the settlement, he'll stick to the shadows and won't talk to people out in public. And when he does, he mumbles a lot. He likes to mumble. But the thing is he runs a business. He's got an old panel van that he cut the front off of and welded it to one of the outer walls. And he just opened the back up, and it's a repair shop. And he works on people's guns and little robots and stuff like that. But nobody can understand what he said because he just got mumble one minute like this, and sometimes
So he talks like the guy on
Boomhauer.
the Boom Hour. Sorry,
Every
Peter
now and
Westman
then.
here. Oh, how long have you been at the settlement? I forgot to ask
Uh,
Caesar.
he's educated because he comes from a clan of survivors. Um, so his father and his father's brothers and all of them just when the world went to crap, they kind of stuck together and they were owners and operators of a salvage yard before the big war and everything. So they were tinkerers and they could build
Wait, how old
machinery and
is
do
he?
all this stuff. He's not very old. His dad was pretty old, but his
So-
people have survived for a long, long, long time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
240 years since the bombs fell.
Yeah,
So.
right. But they've
Well,
always been tinkers, and
Unless you
and,
count the one in Shady Sands, that one isn't so long ago.
So what happens is when a new settlement pops up, and sometimes they'll go to Ben's family and say, "Hey, man, we need a mechanic, we need a repair person, we need this, we need that," and so that's how their family branches out. So Ben is supposed to spend, some of his bottle caps and send them back home, type thing. When it comes to what I'm talking about.
How long has he been in this settlement? Today's the 1-year anniversary of the activation
About
of the
6
GEC.
months.
6 months? How about Bishop? How long has he been here?
He's been here a year or two.
It's only a year old today, so
So he's been here since the beginning.
since the beginning. Was he with the mayor when it got activated? Jesse Pettigrew? Pettigrew? Or did he just
No.
come across it right after that?
He came after that. After it just started.
All right, what about Dr. Vincent what is it
Doctor?
called when you can't read the whole thing? Excrudenated?
It's truncated.
Green.
Truncated.
Dr. Vincent Green is was a vault dweller. He's fairly young doctor, 28-ish years old, and he's from Vault 81. He specializes in science and more specifically medicine, but science in general, and repairing things and that sort of thing. Keeping people alive is kind of his main goal. But he's been with the settlement nearly since the beginning, largely because he was banished from the vault, or at least highly encouraged to leave. They caught him
We
doing
show you
some
the door.
experimentation that he shouldn't be doing, and they showed him the door and let him out. And so he's been providing services with healing and repair and science tech stuff ever since to the town.
So getting a little attached to the locale. like the other 3, 2. Gil.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm a ghoul.
A ghoul.
Yeah. I think I've been at the settlement since the beginning as well. I'm not really specialized in anything particularly, but I'm pretty good at surviving, and I have a pretty strong back. So I do a lot of manual labor.
Didn't the Gek actually interrupt your sleep? Like, dug you up
Yeah.
out of the dirt?
Yeah, I think that's what happened, right? Like as it changed the environment, somehow I was unearthed, and that's the only reason I was accepted into the community. I think because of my appearance.
Because you were here first. You're here first.
Yeah. They're like, well, it must be meant to be.
They're like, yeah, when we operate, when we get our slot machines, you'll be in charge.
I'll be in charge of the dung. But they still made me like, oh, you can stay, but stick to the turds.
Since you don't have a nose, we got a job for you.
Right.
All right. Is he originally from Boston? Like, is he a Bostonian? Does he have a Pakta accent in his ghoulish with no lips? Pakta. No. Thrud? What's up with Thrud? Thrud. Is
So
it
Thrud
Thrud?
was when he was born. His mother died, giving birth to him. It was him and his dad for a while, and then he was about 13, 14. His dad got killed. Was not sure how. He just found his body as the scavengers were eating it. So he was wandering around, getting close to death when he wandered into a store and fell into the trap that Vincent Green had set to trap survivors from above. So I ended up in Vault 81 as undergoing experiments, and this is almost like the Captain America story. I was very thin, not very strong at all, but after he pumped me with this super mutant serums, I bulked up and became this super mutant, and it's one of the reasons why he was asked to leave. And so
I
he
knew I got the formula right.
took me with him when we left, and so he is my friend. And because even though other people may think what he did to me was terrible, it saved my life and gave me something to do. Finally made me something I could actually survive with. I also I have crochet needles. I have a single ball of yarn that I reuse after I do my. It's usually a scarf or a blanket, and then I'll sit there and take the whole thing out apart and rewrap the yarn. Always look until I can find new stuff, and I can use those needles to pick locks, and that is the only thing that I'm good at is picking locks and beating things with my baseball bat.
And picking your teeth with those needles too. You're like,
No, I would never possibly ruin my needles.
he uses
'cause it's the
bobby
only ones I
pins for
have.
that. He uses bobby pins to clean his teeth.
Exactly.
Just gets close to Bishop.
Bobby
and
pins.
finds
I
a
heard he
stray,
uses dirty needles.
sticking out part.
So that is my story. I do know Gil. I hang out with him, talk to him. Gil is my ghoul friend.
A ghoul friend.
A cool friend.
His girlfriend.
This is my ghoul friend.
Does Gil wear bandages all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Like a mummy.
Yeah, he's constantly got him wrapped up. Actually, his newest bandages were sewn by Thrud, right? Like Stitch. It's
You mean it's yarn?
yeah.
You have a knitted
I have
bandage.
yeah, I have like a some sort of scarf that's wrapped around me.
You got like your bandages, but Thrud made you a nice little bandage scarf for your.
That would
'Cause
make me
it's
like a
wintertime.
character from Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Remember like the characters on Fat Albert?
That's right.
Hey, hey, hey.
Fat Alberta.
The guy with the hat. What's his name? Comes down all the way to
Donald.
Mushmouth.
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 Yeah. Donald had the hat pulled over his eyes, and Mushmouth was a woman like this.
So, you guys have the map and everything? I can't tell if things are shared anymore. This one? Do you guys have this one?
I don't know.
Oh, that one now. Now they showed up. Look.
Mhm.
And somebody closed it.
Boston Convention Center and Exhibit Center.
Yeah. If you zoom out, you can see that it's
Also have
actually
the Commonwealth map as well.
What is Grind My Gears Pub? Because it's
That's,
all black. Oh, that's the pub here in
Top
the
secret.
settlement.
It
it's
shows
black
for me.
on. It just might
You
take
just
a
haven't
second.
loaded the asset. Yeah,
It's a big asset.
breaks new slow internet.
Like this one gal I dated one time, she's a big ass set.
I can download fast.
I don't-
My upload speeds.
Big ass setup.
I don't think that you'll see anything on it unless you have a token on it, right?
Yeah, that's true. If the lighting's turned on and stuff.
You guys
I don't
tokens
know if
are
there's
on
any
it.
lighting or line of sight on it.
On the pub?
Oh, here.
Is that where we were play testing last week?
No,
Yes.
I have a separate map for the where you guys were playtesting. But you were in the pub. If you
I thought the Rad Road just came around the corner.
yeah,
Over
but you weren't on this map. You were on
Okay.
this map.
Yeah, that's the one I just minimized that I can't see. It's all black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all black.
Oh, sorry, that one. It should not be.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
It is no longer.
That
Right.
is not the map
Gotcha.
that you guys should be looking at, though. So
Is
There.
is that Danger Will Robinson?
this
dude?
is the map I'm talking about.
That's the bartender.
But isn't that the robot? No, because he had weird. What is he from? Battlestar
He's,
Galactica, maybe.
He's a projectile.
No, it's Lost in Space. Lost
it
in
Lost in-
Space.
Yeah,
Danger Will Robinson. Robbie the
Danger,
robot.
Danger. Yeah.
yeah. His name is Shakes, and he specializes
clown?
in a martini. He's got a little short. And he's just
like a paint mixer. He just shakes it back and forth.
This map was made in 1993 by Josh when he first
What
got it
map?
started. The
Oh, that.
the settlement map.
Yeah.
Is it like your first map pack you did for Fantasy Grounds back in the day before you even worked there?
He doesn't even remember it. That's how long ago.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
What?
Made this
It was a
map?
while ago.
I said 93. Yeah, 93.
93.
That's the year I got out of the army, so.
Is that?
Josh was graduating high school then.
I was in 10th grade.
I got married in 93.
Jingo, what's happening? So you guys are asked by Jesse Pettigrew,
Pettigrew.
the mayor, Pettigrew. This guy, Jesse Pettigrew.
Jesse. How's
He
Ooh,
Hmm.
He's ugly.
Oh,
got
Yeah,
you're a
he's-
banjo player.
He's crotchety, but he's smart, right? He's super smart.
Wait, is
and
that Urbania? No, it doesn't have the beard.
he says,
Who does he look like, Manicure? You said?
Nobody.
Urbania?
No, nobody.
Is that what you said? It looks like Warbania.
Got to shave the beard and you're good.
That's resting bitch face syndrome. We're all real happy people, but my family just all looks like this. We're born this way.
tonight the town celebrates its first Founders Day and 1 year of survival in the deadly wastelands outside the ruins of Boston, known as the Commonwealth. Unfortunately, your celebration ended early when Jesse Pettigrew, the leader of the town, informed you of a break-in at the Tarberry farm on the settlement's outskirt. Jesse did not want anyone in town to panic during the party and has asked you all to investigate the break-in quietly. Did that share?
To
I
the
had
chat.
the chat covered up. So, each of you stand now just outside the small farm of Joseph and Teresa, a kind old ghoul couple who never showed up for the celebration. Before you, the front door of the one-story adobe farmhouse is shattered into a pile of wooden scraps that lies just beyond the dark interior of the home. Lively music and the sound of revelry drift from the center of town, just audible over the whistling winds of the coming storm. So, the farmhouse is actually what used to be at the Boston Convention Center, the Lawn. It was an outside group event that you could rent that was like had a outdoor movie theater and the grass, and they maintained it. It was like up on the one of the higher third floor parking level or something. So it's
On the south
above.
end of the map. It says the lawn on D,
What's that?
temporarily closed.
Yeah.
Is that on the map? Where is it? It says the
Yeah.
lawn on D,
Yeah,
temporarily closed.
it's actually right up here. They're using some of the two movie screen projectors as a liner to pools that they use to float the tarberries. They're kind of like cranberries to farm them, to farm them. But you know, it's kind of radiated water, and the tarberries aren't like totally non-radiated. They're a little bit of
Well, if it
radiation.
wasn't for the radiation, the tarberries would be fit to eat.
Right. They're juicier when they're radiated.
There you go.
Yeah, it tastes better to me.
By the way, you said that we could hear the sounds of reveille, right? So
The-
I'm hearing a bugle player blowing reveille and not reverie, right?
Yeah. Reverie. It's about that time. So you can, like, there's no sound coming from the farmhouse as you guys made your way out up to this area. I'm sure
Oh, go
a
inside.
couple of you guys
Sorry,
know of what the hell's her name? Teresa and Joseph and Teresa. Especially probably Gil, right? They're ghouls. Don't all ghouls hang
Yeah.
out? I don't know how it works.
That's that's on the touch racism side. No, we don't. Yeah, all ghouls get along. I would assume that I would know or know of everybody in the town. it's not that big.
Yeah, they all give you their bucket every couple of days.
Well, you
Yeah, and I
really don't
turn it
want
into gold.
you really don't want the ghouls gathering because the stench when too many of them are together. It's just,
Especially
What
when
is
one's a fertilizer expert.
What is a gathering
no
of
shit.
ghouls
No
called?
shit.
Is it
A
like
gathering of ghouls.
A gaggle.
a
A
murder?
graveyard.
I don't know.
It's a rot of
It's a
ghouls.
rot.
Ugh. How many's in a rot?
I think they actually call them a pack.
That is a pack of ghouls. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was on The Witcher.
So, as you guys look up here, right, you can see the farmhouse. Behind the farmhouse, in the back part, there's what they use to harvest, to sort the tarberries. It's a big barn back there. But you can see that the front door is kind of just flapping.
Won't take me a good hour to fix that
Just-
front door. Damn it.
Quiet.
So there was a break-in here. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything more than that. How do we know that there was a break-in here?
Because Jess,
Who reported it?
the leader, asked you guys to check it out.
How does he know?
They didn't show up for the party.
He's the one
Yeah.
who
So
broke
then
in.
that's how we know there's a break-in.
Well, we
Yeah.
know. We just now found out.
Because
there's
it's
a
in the
break-in.
written text. That's how you know. It's that.
Okay, just double checking. I was just making sure I didn't miss some piece
No,
of
you
information.
didn't.
Well, so he sent us here because they didn't show up for the party, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we get here and we find the doors kicked open and broken down. So now we know there's a break-in. Is that the
No,
way
he
it
told
works?
us there was a
He
break-in.
told us there was
He
a
told
break-in.
us to
Go check it.
investigate.
It's in the
break-in.
chat right there.
Okay.
Investigate the break-in quietly.
Oh hell, I gotta increase my. Holy shit!
Change that prescription.
I got an appointment this coming Tuesday.
Vincent will yell out, Anybody in there?"
You only hear silence.
I'm gonna walk around the house. My pistol
It's
out,
nighttime.
looking
Yeah,
for
it's-
anything.
It's evening. I guess it's after. It's daylight savings, so it's dark already. Since it's
Little dark
November
dirty.
10th, right? When does daylight savings start? November?
What does the
Of all the things, why would they continue daylight savings in an apocalypse?
gotta say power, man?
Because
For the
it's
farmers.
history. Why are they doing now? I don't understand why they. Everybody thinks it's because of farmers. Farmers get up when the sun comes up. They don't care what
They don't
time
give
it
a
is.
crap.
You just
Animals,
mess
yeah.
them up by giving them time.
I- I watched a documentary on it once, and they said it was actually from the train stations. There was a train that, because of the way that the trains were interacting, they needed certain areas to drop an hour. And so they came up with daylight savings time in order for the trains to match up properly. But I don't know.
I heard it's to save money during World War One.
There's so
Energy.
many different stories about the origin. It's hilarious.
Well, I'm just curious how much money you could save by turning the light on an hour later than you did in the morning. I don't understand how it works, but
Well,
you
it's-
either
it's the
turn the lights
power
on
drain
before
on
you go to
people
work.
Getting up
Yeah.
in the morning and then turn on the lights, get ready and then leave. So it's just shifting power
And it's
usage.
more drastic the further north you are, too. So, like, if you're the further south you are, the more normalized your day is.
yeah, because I only
Break.
get like 40 minutes change.
Yeah, so I live in Maine, and in the wintertime, it'll start to get dark at like 3:30 in the afternoon. But in the wintertime, I mean, in the summertime, it'll stay light until 9 p.m.
It's just light in the morning now that we're off, that we're on it. Like
Drake,
Huh.
Thread's going to walk around the house looking for anything
Let's
that
get back to the game.
kind of
Right, Drake?
signs of anything or
The
any
like
creatures.
how like is he walking close enough to the house to like look in the windows, or is he? It's like a lot of farming crap scattered all around this place. So
16 feet and 8 inches away from the house at all times.
so in the yard basically, not really checking out. So yeah, there you find a lot of tarberry buckets and stuff. Give me a what? Where's my skill list? I got a little skill list here. I want
Explosives?
a survival.
Unarmed.
You have
There you
no
One success.
endurance. Are you and does it TN is that
Tennessee.
Target number 6.
The target number, yeah.
target number? Okay, but you're not trained, so that wasn't that's not a crit, right? Or 2 successes because it wasn't your key. What is it called? Your when
TN,
it's your
target number?
no when you're trained in it.
Oh no, so I'm trained in this. I don't see any difference in what it looks like when we roll.
Yeah, but see, you got
It's
2
just
The number in
successes.
parentheses is 0.
The target number you have to roll lower than. So a 6 or lower is a success, whereas a target number 9, a 9 or lower is a success.
So my
Right.
endurance is 6, so it went against my endurance, whereas my perception and my lockpick together is 9. So
Right, but one of those you're
target was only
trained
9.
in, right? You have skills in it. You
Right.
have ranks in it, right? And when you
Why the-
roll a
That's what I'm saying.
success
So I wasn't trained in it, so
using
I don't have any bonus. But when I'm trained in lockpick, I got a +4, and you add that to the attribute.
right, but when you make the roll and you have a success, it counts as 2 because you're trained in it. You get a bonus.
Mm-mm.
See
Yeah, 'cause it
how
has
you got 2
2
successes and it's yellow?
Off one roll. You're
That's
trained
because
on it.
one of the ones that you're trained in, well, I forget the word though. There's a word for it. When you're trained in something in Fallout.
Okay.
Proficient.
No. It's your tag, I forget what they call it.
Yeah, it's a tag.
Is that
It is.
is that what it is? A tag?
Mm-hmm.
So
Tag
you're
skill.
you're tagged, right? It's a tag skill, and if you make a success below your target number with your tag skill, you get 2 successes. So that's just showing you how it worked. But 1 success is enough to realize that it doesn't look like somebody's been doing a lot of tarberry farming in the last week or so. Everything's like it's been sitting around. It looks like the baskets and the maybe even longer than a week.
What does the door look like? Something ripped it down? Something with claws? Something kick it down? I
Do
wanna
you-
examine that?
Do you move up to the door?
Yeah.
So you move up. Give me a is there a perception?
Yes, it's a main attribute.
Why isn't it on the skills?
It's
Seems weird.
under attributes on the other side. It's like perception's like your strength, dexterity, constitution, and charisma, intelligence, agility, perception, strength. part of one of your main attributes.
Right, but I want you to do a skill check. So,
Right. So the skill check, what, survival?
Probably.
Yeah.
cooking and enduring the waste, launching weapons from your hands, fighting without. Huh.
Build a base camp. Just reason malnourishment or dehydration. Lighting fires, building, fishing, foraging.
So I'll come back around the other side and come back to the rest of the group.
So,
Gee,
there is a back door when you get around to the back side, but that door appears to be intact and not smashed to the ground like the front door.
There's no one here for about week. There's back door not open.
The front door.
Oh, you come around
not open.
the side and you start telling them. What? Do you have any kind of light source when you get up to the front door? It's dark inside.
It's Ben.
Does the
Ben?
robot carry a flashlight in his pants?
You guys are.
Like his nose lights up
Uh-oh.
or something?
You gotta crit.
Uh-oh.
Complication.
No, I was figuring out you can change the attribute that the skill is applied. So you click the attribute first, and then click the skill roll, and then it uses whatever
Yeah.
attribute you selected. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's what.
So I was thinking, like, perhaps for observing the area, it might be perception and survival or something like that.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perception and survival, or if you're looking at the front door, I would give you like perception and like
Repair, since it's all busted.
repair or something.
Repair. Okay, perception and repair.
Yep, it's busted.
Yeah, but what? What? I mean, can we tell?
Yeah.
If
What
it
caused
was-
it to
yeah.
break? Does it look like it was kicked in?
Hmm.
Somebody hacked off the hinges, tore
The
it
door
off,
looks like it's been broken out,
broken
not
out.
in.
Something escaped. Something got out. Did one of your ghouls go on a rant?
And it looks
go
like
on a
it's been-
rampage?
Trampled on, like footprints. But it's dark, right? It's hard to see.
So
Who's
why
got
did
a
we come out
flashlight?
here in the dark?
Because you forgot your flashlights, I guess.
I don't have one.
Dancing in the dark. Yeah.
Do any of us see in the dark?
No, but I have some rat away.
Is there anything we can make a torch with?
Can I
There
turn on my
is
Pip-Boy and have
a
it cast some light?
Trying to make a torch.
Pip-Boy has a flashlight in it.
Oh, well, there you go. It's going to turn on my flashlight. I've got a Pip-Boy on. It's equipped even.
So yeah, you can. It's a green light, I think, but you can turn it on. Brrr. You move up to the front door and you shine the flashlight around, and you can tell that the door that's been smashed down from the inside, it doesn't look like a very sturdy door to even begin with. It's like an interior door that's been kind of rotten for a while. And it doesn't look like it was very sturdy, but it's smashed down on the ground. You can see boot prints all over the top of it, in and out. When you shine the flashlight in the house, it's a farmhouse that's made out of like clay and trying to keep it insulated. but the wooden structure has seen better days. And the house is a wreck inside. The living room furniture has been overturned. The floor is scattered with like the broken picture frames and the jewelry scattered about. You can see some Tarberry hose, some farm implements that are
Tarberry
like
hose.
have like blood on them. You can hear like some kind of slow dripping sound.
Shine the
And
light towards it.
when you shine the light back in the back, you can see like an archway leading into like a little kitchen. And on the wall beside the archway, there is something dripping that's hanging from the wall. And you can kind of you have to move inside a little to get the right angle. Do you want to go in?
Vincent assumes that it's a body, and he wants to check it out to see if it's alive or dead.
I
So
will
he will
stay
move
with the
in with
doctor.
flashlight.
And go in with him if he goes in.
Vincent will go in to
Where's
see if he can't save somebody.
what's Bishop doing? Do we lose Caesar?
We may have lost him altogether. I'm trying to ban the damn chat guy, and doesn't look right.
Oh, there's somebody in chat?
Yeah,
Oh.
streambo.com, and I
got
can't
it.
find the damn ban hammer.
I got it.
Weird,
Done.
I don't see him.
It didn't show up in chatty.
I reported him. I figured out how to do that, but I don't know. They moved some things
I don't
around.
know. They always
Yeah, I guess we lost Caesar.
They always want to
He's
come into
AFK.
my channel and say they have cheap viewers. I'm like, no, you don't. I have cheap viewers. I mean,
It's all just us.
I mean, how do you get the stupid thing off of the damn thing when you got the X button? Okay, there you go.
Caesar's dealing with
Family?
issues.
Family.
Yeah.
His wife had surgery, so she probably needs
Not her
help.
foot again, is it?
Yeah, she had like big surgery
she
on
like
her ankle or
destroyed
something.
her freaking
Yeah.
Yeah, I resemble that.
So, trying to get the Thrud and Dr. Vincent move into the front door, stepping on the broken glass and stuff that's in here. You kind of move around the corner and you shine this, your Pip-Boy light up on, yes, it is a female ghoul who has on the wall beside the archway is an old ghoul woman wearing a bloody nightgown, her rotted skin falling away from her face in folds that flap around in the wind. A garden hoe is thrust through her sternum, impaling her to the wall.
I want to approach and do a medical triage, see if she's still alive, or if there's any signs of life, or if it's thoroughly undead.
Yeah, when you move up to her, you're like, ugh, the odor. She is definitely Teresa. You do recognize her. Her eyes are frozen wide with fear, and her chin is slumped down towards her chest. She is not breathing.
Do ghouls normally breathe?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Oh, it says a character allow each character to choose one of its 3 rooms to explore. They must make a perception plus medicine, science, or survival test with a difficulty of 0. Encourage your players to describe how they use their chosen skill to investigate. I like that. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to tell the players. I like it.
I'm doing
So
perception
there's
and
the
medicine.
living room, kitchen, and bedroom.
And where's the body?
The body is in the kitchen,
Kitchen.
Is the
In the
body
kitchen.
outside the kitchen.
elevated? Does it look like something raised the body up off the wall and then drove the
No,
hoe through it?
she just hoed to the wall like she was standing there and got hoed.
But something strong enough to drive a hoe through her and into the wall.
Pin her
Uh-huh.
to the wall.
So I'm going to use the light coming from his to look around and see if I can search the kitchen here to see if I can find any kind of lantern or food.
And when I'm done with her, I'll accompany Thrud in searching the area, the room and stuff.
Yeah, are there light sources we can turn on?
The place has been pretty smashed up, so most of the light sources you think might have been through lanterns and like lamps and stuff. But yeah, searching around, you can start to try to find a light source. You only need a couple light sources to get the place lit. So, who's looking for the light source? What? Who?
I was looking through the kitchen for it.
What thread? Okay, you rolled a survival. What did it say you guys
I can
could
do
roll?
it as well.
I can do a intelligent science to see if I can figure out where the light switch is.
If they have electricity.
That's where the generator. Yeah. Or where the candles are. Light 'em.
Gil, what room are you searching?
Perception plus medicine, science, or survival. Okay. So Thrud, you had no successes. Gil, you had
Wasn't the difficulty a 0?
yeah. The difficulty is a 0, but
Oh, fuck.
you guys are earning action
Whoa.
points.
What the fuck?
I'm
So
just looking around the living room here, man.
You just
using
lighting
my
the room on fire.
intelligence.
so Gil earned you guys 2 action points, right? With his
How that work?
2 successes. Now, you can use your action points to do other things. There's a whole list of things that you can use your action points to. But in this case of a skill challenge, you're wanting to gather up some of those action points so you guys can use them later. Now, Ben, on the other hand, just critted 2 complications and could use luck to re-roll one of those. Or both of those. Or an action point.
So using luck requires what? Just use luck? It doesn't cost an action point?
Right, correct. It does use your luck point, though. Do you have luck?
Is that the dotted box?
That's how many I think you've used. You got to
Yeah,
keep
that's how many
track of
you've
them
used.
manually.
On what tab?
Your attributes under
Main.
strength.
At the very bottom.
Attributes under strength. Luck, there's nothing in the box.
Right, because you haven't
So I don't
used
have
any.
any luck points.
Do you
Oh,
have
I've
any
got-
luck points?
So there's 6. There's a 6 in the number box, and there's nothing in there.
So you have 6 points, and they refresh after each. It's called a session. I mean a
Quest. After each quest. So basically, after you get a rest and stuff, you'll get them back. But
So just roll a luck dice. Is that what you're saying?
well, I'm trying to find
just
the rules
Double
so
click it
you
to
can
spend it.
milestone.
So you're supposed to set the blank box equal to the attribute number box. And then to use a luck point, you double click it. The dotted box.
Okay, so set that to the attribute was perception. Is 5.
Hmm?
And then through it uses a luck point. What? Okay, well that's fine, but no.
And then there's a button that says reroll.
Oh,
Next to the
okay.
chat.
There we.
Sparkly.
3 successes.
So
And then you have to deduct the points manually. Luck points. Okay. But I clicked on luck, and now I can't unclick it. Whatever.
You just pick another attribute to use.
Yeah.
So if you had a complication and you used your luck, does the 2 failures now become 1 success, or does the whole roll count over?
It would count over because he uses luck, wouldn't it?
And he got 3 because
It
how
is
is
a
your
re-roll. It is a re-roll. I
so
mean,
your
you're
target
doing
number is a
re-roll.
14 because you had 7 in survival and 7 in luck? Why is your target number a 14?
No, I've got 7 in survival, and I was using intelligence and survival, and there were 7 apiece.
So the target
Oh.
number is from our skills. That's how we get our success, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
when you said 0 challenge or whatever, that's I think deducts from the target number. So if there's a circumstance that's more difficult, obviously it's going to impact our roll. But because we're trying to roll under, your target number is a combination of your attribute and your skill.
right, and it doesn't tell you the intelligent number, so I was just verifying that he does have a 7 in survival and a 7 in his intelligence. That's why I gave him the 14. 14's kind of
Yeah.
high, right, at first level, so that's kind of, I was like, whoa. But he got 1 success because he rolled a 14, and then he got 2 because his target number was one of his tag skills, and it gave him double because he rolled so low. So there's 3 successes. So that adds 3 more action points to the pool.
Right. And that would cost him 2 luck points.
It did.
Because
Because I re-rolled 2 dice. Gotcha.
1, 2, 3 action points.
Okay, I
Now
know
the
how to play
most you
this
guys
game
can
now.
have is 6, right? 1 per player.
now normally,
Or no,
If
6
you-
is the max you can have. It doesn't matter how many players you got.
if he hadn't re-rolled the fails, would you then gain the action, the GM points?
Well, we would roll on the complication table. Let's see what happened.
Okay.
And he got 2
So
complications.
how do you get the points then?
Well, you guys can. I actually have 6.
We can use anything that we want to, but if we don't have action points, I think that he gets a point.
Well, I have a pool of action points that you guys can take. Let's say you don't have any action points and you want to use an action point. You can say, I want to use it, buy an action point, and you give me an action point, and then you guys roll.
You
Action
can only
points.
re-roll a d20 with it too.
Yeah, you can only roll a d20.
Or damage?
No, not the one you take from
No.
the DM. You can only use a
Yeah.
roll a
Oh,
d20.
luck. I was talking about luck. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, luck
They're
you
not
can.
the same. I
They're
thought
not.
they were the same.
So there's a whole wide range of ways for you guys to use these action points. You know, if you want to add the damage. Now we're just messing around with some skills right now, and S- It was who are we talking about? Who are we on?
Ben.
Gil had succeeded twice before Ben did his miss.
Yeah, well, Gil had 2 points in there, and then Ben
And
did his mess and got 3
all
more.
right, so
now we
Gil
got
is doing
5.
what? What was Gil doing? Let's not step too far.
Making a torch, or
Uh,
creating some
finding
sort of light source.
so with 2 successes, Gil, you find a gas lantern, and you're able to get it lit.
Perfect.
It's an old metal lantern, so it's like a camping lantern, and it just takes some fuel. Um, I don't know if you can find something in the items if you want. If you want to
There's a
add that.
lantern in the items.
Ben, what is Ben doing with his 3 successes? What
He's
was he
trying
doing?
to determine what it was that was strong enough to drive a garden hoe through this woman and pin her to the wall. And, are we dealing with a beast? Are we dealing with a robot? Are we dealing with a human? That's what he's looking for. And he's looking around the living room for any clues that would tell him something.
Well, the way the hoe is stuck through her sternum is the wooden end, so you don't think it was that hard to get in there? Not the hoe end. The handle end is through her sternum,
Right.
and it doesn't look that hard to.
So it's just like through her, and maybe the handle was broken. They drove it through her, and is the wall behind her drywall or?
Yeah,
Like-
it's like adobe, mud, wood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's. I mean, you mess around with her too much, she's gonna, slip down and fall on the ground. It's not in there great. You don't think it was something very exceptionally strong or anything. There's boot prints everywhere. Where were
And
we
she's
at?
not wearing boots, but we haven't found the farmer Joe yet, right?
Correct.
Trader Joe.
Um, who else is doing stuff? Thread? No, we did yours already, right? Were you just practicing?
No, I did mine. We just don't have whatever Bishop's doing.
Oh, Bishop, is he back?
Yeah.
Bishop needs to give me a perception plus either medicine, science, or survival with a difficulty of 0. And I'm
Perception
encouraging you to describe how your chosen skill to investigate, what you're choosing to investigate. There's 3 rooms. There's a kitchen, there's a bedroom, and there's a living room. So you could
No one
Go.
has looked in the bedroom yet.
Yeah.
now.
You said there's boot prints, right?
There's boot prints all over the place.
He'll go in the bedroom and look around to see if the boot prints and everything, see if they're in there too, and to see if the old man is in there.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception plus survival. How do you do them together?
Medicine,
click
science, or
perception.
survival. You click on perception and then you click on survival, I think, but
Yeah.
The number on the right.
Okay, skill roll.
all right. So you also gain 1 success, which you guys have maxed out your action points. And the bedroom it's a little bedroom. It's just plain. There's a closet door that kind of slides. It's still open. The bed is neatly made, but there's a pile of like glass shards and like crumpled, torn up photos on the bed. You move over, and do you have a light source? How are you seeing in the dark?
Oh, I don't have a light source.
I'll go with him
So
with a lantern.
Gil like comes in moments later and says, "I've got one," and he holds up the lantern for you to look into the closet, and you can see that
No, not the closet.
um, there's a lot of empty hangers, and you only see women's clothing and shoes in the closet. And laying on a pillow, you see a harp-shaped locket. I think it's made out of tin. It's nothing extremely valuable, but like a little
Look at-
locket with a chain on it.
Right. I'll look inside to see what's inside the locket.
It's like when it opens, it's like two photos, in the locket, and you could see Joseph in his goofy little smile in one of the pictures, and the other one's all been scratched out.
Yeah, it looks like Joseph killed this chick. Killed his wife. You said there was torn up pictures on the bed, and you said there were broken picture frames on the floor in the living room.
Uh-huh.
His boot prints everywhere. All his clothes are gone. And he scratched out her picture from the locket.
I would like to use action point to obtain information.
Okay.
It says you ask the game master a single question about the current situation based on your test.
Oh, how do you
GM will answer
subtract?
truthfully, but the answer might not be complete.
How do you subtract the action points? Minus
As you-
2?
Drag it and pull it.
Okay. All right, 5. You guys are down to 5. I'm not doing it. You guys, look at you guys.
I'm
You
not
can just
touching it.
change it all
I
you
ain't
want.
touching this shit.
That's broken, right? You guys can just
That's
make
a
it what you
guilty
want if I'm not
chuckle
paying
if
attention.
ever I
What?
heard one.
It was I.
It says GM
So
though. Oh,
my question is,
I know.
my single
Watch.
question about the current situation is, how long ago did this happen? Did she die?
Yeah, could I do a check like that as well?
well, he burned an action point, so you don't even need to
Oh,
try.
gotcha.
But didn't you like fail your medicine when you went over there? Like you didn't have
I
any
just got
success.
0. Yeah.
You got no successes. So you guys are pretty sure that she's only been dead a few days at the most. Well, she's a ghoul, so it's a little harder to determine. But yeah, maybe 2-3 days.
So how did you choose? How did you make it say you did it to use to obtain information?
If you right click on the action points, you can then go spend action point 1, 2, 3, or 6. If you spend
Gotcha.
1, you can go to add damage,
Cool.
add a
okay.
d20,
Nice.
obtain information.
Buy action
Oh,
points.
cool.
It's all done there. And if you right click on the GM's action points, you get fuck all.
Yeah, but you can double click on it and spend them.
Oh, can you spend a GM? Can you really?
No, we can
You
only
drag
give
them
them.
off. No, you
You
drag
Oh,
them
you
off.
drag them off.
Yeah.
There, now GM's got no action points.
Uh-huh. Sucks to be you, Drake.
Right? What's up with that? And there's no like fast way to add 100. I can't just type 100 in there.
Oh.
I got 6, baby. Did anyone who's in the kitchen?
Thrud
Dinah.
and Dr. Vincent.
So you guys see like the bloody boot prints, the footsteps they're leading. Like now you're shining the lights around. You can see that they're around the whole place, but they definitely go in and out of the back door. And like under like you like look under a counter and you can see like there's a spot for a gun to be hanging, but there ain't no gun hanging.
Mm.
And she wasn't shot.
No. She was impaled by a hoe.
So the farmer took his gun and skedaddled.
Yeah,
Or it
but
was the
why did he
farmer.
do it?
Oh, you
Good
guys
question.
you guys are having a discussion and out back you guys hear
Farmer's got a gun.
did that go off?
I didn't hear anything.
Mm-mm.
I haven't had
I haven't heard
Soundscape work all night.
Me either.
Huh. Let me refresh it. See?
Is this like a new table?
What do you mean a new table?
Well, because
Oops.
we used a different method of joining.
No, I have a new modem. I got a new IP address.
Yeah, okay. That was it.
So instead of giving you my IP address like I did previously, Matakiri suggested I do it all stealth-like and do the cloud. That's the only difference.
Oh, well, I already got your IP address anyway.
The new one?
But that's changed now, so
That's the first thing I get on every sucker I connect with. I'm kidding. I just
How
showed you.
come Sirenscape's not working?
don't
I don't
know.
know.
Are you joined the Jingo's campaign again?
Probably.
just-
Yeah, Jingo, is your Sirenscape going off, man?
He's like, damn it, I'm trying to watch TV. Let me log into Sirenscape and see what happens. McClancy. He's like, what the hell is all this? Yes. What do you want? No. We're. Come on, Sirenscape.
There we go. I heard
Heard
a gun
it.
now.
All
Yeah,
right.
what was that?
What was that? That was a sound coming from the backyard.
Oh, no.
I'll go open the door.
The back door. You see, indeed, the footy prints that are in the kitchen lead out towards the barn. And that's where you think the sound came from. So there's a big barn in the backyard, and there's a big, like a big barn door that's closed, but there's a man door in the barn door. You know what I mean? There's a
Like a
little
Sally
door in
Port
the big door.
I think we should all go check it out.
Is it complete dark or is it sunset?
Well, the way the sun is going down, it is dark here. There's still daylight, but this is definitely in a shadowy area, right? Because the sun, the building,
Is
the
there
big
light coming
buildings.
from the barn?
No, there's no light source in the barn that you can see. But the doors are closed.
Gunshot came from the barn.
Check it
Oh,
out.
what Fallout music? I was just checking Sirenscape. Seems to be working.
I will pull out my pistol just in case.
I got my pistols in my pocket, boys.
Try not to walk in front of me. I don't know if it'll go off.
The Red Barn. And,
I'm gonna pull out my pipe wrench.
Yeah, me too.
so,
So is everybody coming out of the house then?
yeah, everybody kind of comes out. Between the house and the barn, it's like 200 feet. The barn's pretty far back in the backyard. And there's all kinds of tarberry equipment, harvesting equipment, whatever you harvest tarberries with. Uh, Shopping baskets? I don't know. And you guys start moving towards the barn. Who's is somebody going up to the door? Who's the point man?
I'll
Everybody's
go up and
going.
listen
If
at
we're
the
all
door.
together, yes, I'll go up and
Yeah.
open the door.
Go up and
I'll
Well,
sit
listen.
how
close to
far
the guy with
apart
the
are you
torch.
guys?
5 feet.
Yeah.
So you're all just lined up 5 feet, walking up to the barn like freaking the execution squad? Is that what it looks like here?
Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
Shining a light. And as soon as you get up there, Thrud throws open the door, and sure enough, a shotgun blast goes off again. And this time, we have initiative.
Uh-oh.
But I get to go on my turn first since I was holding. I was ready. So I get to use a shotgun on Thrud. How do I do that? Double barrel shotgun.
So Thrud's the one's
Oh,
been screwing
it
the
has a
old ghoul.
spread condition. So
What?
can I get more than one person since you guys are all lined up in a row? Let's see what spread does. Where's that list of... Did I put it on this list? No. Spread.
Do we have a
It's on
map or image?
I did. There's not a lot of images, but I did do... somewhere I have a map. Images. Huh. Oh, I put it on the layer. So you guys are over here. Oh, look, you got a little layer on the map. And let's turn it on. The barn out back and the farmhouse. There we go. Nice. You gotta zoom. We gotta zoom way in.
On the Boston map. Same one we were on before.
You guys went through the... You're coming out the back and you're going over to the barn. I'll just drag you all over here. All nice and lined up. Theater of the mind mostly.
Gotcha. I see. Man, you did a lot of work on this map, Drake. It's pretty impressive.
Well, I went to Google and
Your
I
skills
Googled
always
map
amaze me, bro.
the convention center, and then I Googled. It's all Google. So the wide wooden door to the barn is closed but unlatched, and the barn appears to have no windows. So all right. So I need to target Thrud. No, not with this guy. I should put him in the combat tracker.
Yeah,
Oops.
Fred. Somebody there got a gun.
I know how to use Fantasy Grounds. I swear I do. Add to tracker. Okay. Old man Joseph. Shh, it's a spoiler. You don't know it's him. Right? Alright. I am going to shotgun. I think I think he's going to burn an action point. Oh no, I can roll first to see if I hit. On Thrud.
Red does not let you hit other targets. Red says for each effect rolled, your attack inflicts 1 additional hit on the target. Each additional hit inflicts half the roll damage round down and hits a random location, even if a specific location was targeted for the initial attack.
Oh, so it spreads on the body. So it
Yeah,
spreads to another body part. Okay.
You might hit
Not
an
a
arm and a
spread,
leg and
but
whatever.
yeah, a spread on the body. Okay. And if I want to use an action point to re-roll one of those, what was my target number? Is an 8 to hit you? Inaccurate attack. So I want to.
AGI plus.
I'm gonna burn an action point. Let me see if I right click, spend 1 action point. Oh, okay, so you can do it before you roll. Well, I said I was, so I'm gonna just roll another one. Do I just roll it again? Let's try it.
Missed.
No, I got 1 success.
Well, it says attack 0 at Thrud, location left arm, miss.
That's the first one he rolled. The second one, you didn't just re-roll. It didn't work.
Oh, I gotta. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't have him targeted. So, boom! The shotgun goes off, and you get hit in the right leg with a double barrel shotgun for that much damage. Holy shit.
3.
5 wounds that you soaked 2, I guess? You got
Partially
DR?
resisted.
Soaked.
Yeah, he's soaked in blood now.
Yeah.
So you partially resisted in your right leg and you're wounded. Do you have to set your own status as wounded or? Where's your sheet? We're learning. Combat? No, you got 3 wounds. All right. Top of the round.
Shows in the combat tracker, just doesn't show on the combat page on my character sheet yet.
My initiative is
Well,
higher
it shows
than
the
everybody.
3 wounds, it just doesn't show where.
Oh, it doesn't show that they're on your.
Right leg.
If you click on damage resistance, it'll switch to the editor, and there's the whole thing there. Does it show up there?
No.
Right leg.
Each individual part of your body doesn't have hit points, so I don't think it matters.
Well, yeah, but if you take 5 wounds to a body part, I think it becomes like.
So that was physical damage, right? Well, you click the damage resistance editor button, and under physical is right leg, and would you not put the number of wounds in the right leg there? Hold the scroll wheel and
Well, I mean, you can enter a number in there, but it didn't. It didn't register it that way. You know what I mean? It did do it automatically.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
But he does show 3 wounds up top. So maybe that's just a manual you got to keep track of? I don't know. We'll try it that way for now.
I
Just
added it. I
manually.
don't know if it's important, but I added it.
We'll see when we get a little further along. So basically, when the initiative starts, the first person to act gets their turn, and then after that is done, it goes in order of initiative, and he just so happens to have a 16 initiative, so he gets to go first in initiative. So he blasts again.
Is he on
With-
the combat tracker?
Yeah. Oh,
No,
he's
not
turned it
visible
off
to us.
though, but yeah.
Oh, there he is. Now I see his token too.
He's using a shotgun.
Double barrel, yeah. And
Didn't he fire it already?
just
That's
one
why we came
barrel.
out here in the first place. Yeah. he
True.
fired it.
Good
That's
call.
Why we came out here in the first.
He reloaded.
Okay.
No. I think you're right. I think he's got to reload. So, what is it to reload? A minor?
This is actually break time. Before we really start the combat, we could take our break.
Interact with your equipment or an environment in a simple way, like opening a door, pushing a button. Is a minor action.
I would say this is a major action then, right? To reload a shotgun, you get 2 shells out, put it in. So that's what he does. And as before we pass his turn, we're going to take a 10-minute break. So
Now he can use an action point to take an additional minor action, or 2 action points to take an additional major action if you want him to shoot.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll get.
Under
Burned an action point.
ammunition, it says reloading. You'll probably have noticed that there are no rules governing how many shots a weapon contains in a single magazine, nor what kind of action it takes to reload an empty weapon. That's because Fallout, the role-playing game, assumes that characters reload automatically whenever they need to as a natural part of fighting, attacking, and maintaining their weapons. The only things you need to worry about is whether or not you've got ammo left for your favorite gun and how much you're willing to use to put down whatever threat you're aiming at.
Same
like that
team
rule.
here, same team.
I'm just reading what's in
No,
the rules, man. We're all trying to learn.
I still think that under the circumstances that he is fumbling around, mumbling, making all kinds of weird noises and talking amongst themselves, and drops the shells, has to pick them up. So he does do his major action to reload. But we're going to take our break. Let's take a 10-minute break. I got to pee too, so let me set a timer for 22. No, what's 22? 40. For those, no, 22:41. All right, that'll give us 10 minutes. So I'm going to put the slideshow on, and we'll be back in 10 minutes if you're hanging out. It's just us hanging out. So I'm just talking to ourselves. So we'll be back.
I get them at Wawa.
I had a pie today, a raspberry key lime pie that because we had it for Pie Day yesterday.
Oh yeah, Pie Day.
Gotta celebrate Pie Day.
All right, we're back. We're back from break. Oh, most of us are. Oh, I should take my my pills, my evening pills.
Careful, Drake's doing drugs on stream.
Yeah, so we had like tornadoes here last night, right? Well, Rolla, north of here, is Missouri S&T, and they're the School of Engineers. The Miners is their school mascot, and it's an engineering. It's a school of mines, and all of that is there. It's for engineers. It's like one of the top schools in the world. Well, St. Pat, who was an engineer, St. Pat's Day is a big thing over there, and every the Saturday at St. Pat's they have a big parade, which is today. Well, last night the town got blown away, and today the college kids are parading drunk in the street, painting the streets green.
Nice.
And then down here, we have the annual Sports Car Club of America. It used to be it's Rally America, and the race starts like I've got pictures standing at my front door, and there's a race car parked. Like I can almost reach out the door and touch it. They're parked like right up and down in front. So early first thing this morning, wee wee wee, all these cars going off. I'm like, man, I was up until 2 o'clock with tornadoes and now race cars. It's been hell.
You should go out there with just a garden hose and squirt them, and they'll go away.
No, dude, this is like Travis Pastrana and Ken Block won it several years in a row, and these guys there's television cameras and shit out there.
That's
I'm not
okay. A
gonna be
garden
the
hose will
grumpy
still
old
make them
man.
go away. Get off
Get
my
off my
lawn! I live downtown. Don't be making noise. All right, so we're on initiative. Old man Joseph blasted. Thrud opens the door. The light shines in, and you can see this. The wooden barn creaks open, and the explosion of the shotgun resounds from inside. You smell the gun smoke drifts out of the opening, and you can see the old ghoul Joseph standing into the light, and you can see that his eyes are wide and mad. His teeth are
Feral.
like in a grimace, right? In a wide grimace, and drool spills down from the corner of his lips. He's wearing several layers of shirts, sweaters, and jackets over one another. And the bulk of his clothing causes him to make like jerky movements, to be slow and awkward, because he's like the kid from Christmas Story, right? Like, remember his mom gave him so many clothes he could. You see his neck. He's like neck twitches twice to the right, and his voice cracks out as he calls out, "I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know any of you." And he raises up his smoking double-barrel shotgun again. And Dr. Vincent Green, what is he going to do? You can't quite see the whole, like, scene from kind of on the angle a little bit, but you know he's in there.
Fuck me.
You see, what's the Thrug's leg look like? A big shotgun blast.
Yeah, I mean, my initial instinct as a doctor would be to provide first aid, to run over and slap a bandage
shotgun.
on it.
You hear, yeah, you hear that from the
Yeah,
inside. You're like,
there's a gun. Yeah. I mean, it is a major action in combat. I just
You want to like run past him and like stick the stim pack at him or something? I don't think you
Not
can.
a stim pack. You can do that, but that's a minor action. Take chem, administer a dose of chem that you are holding.
Yeah, but stim packs aren't cheap.
No, I've only got the one. Um,
The way I understand it, you can move, but once you move, you're done, right? You can't move
well,
again.
move is a minor action. Movement, minor action.
So
Move
you
up
can,
to one zone to any position
but
within
you can
medium
only
range.
move once around, no matter
Right.
what. You can't burn action points to move again. You can't. So you
Uh,
would run into the door opening to administer first aid on.
Do I think it would be possible for me to move to a point where I could see inside?
Oh yeah, sure. You can get right up in
'Cause-
front, like right here.
Oh,
Definitely see inside there. You got your Pip-Boy. You can shine it right on his face.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to shoot him in the leg with my pistol.
You gonna aim at his leg, or you gonna hope you randomly hit his leg?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to aim at his leg. How does that work?
Aim is a action point, I think. I think.
Okay.
Where's my?
Take additional minor. Oh, that's a take additional minor action.
Where's
You
my?
can use more of our action points to do that.
Who wants to aim? We're trying to find aim.
Right, to minor,
Probably under crack
Minor
shot.
action.
minor action.
Reroll 1d20 on the first attack roll you make this turn. So is
But
that
you
automated
moved.
or not?
So you moved. So you want to burn an action point to move.
Right. Move, action point to aim, and then shoot.
Okay.
Does that work?
And
Is the aim automated or not?
I don't think
So we
so.
messed with this last time. We had to click on the little Pip-Boy, and it wasn't working or something like that.
Yeah, it should be working now. So it should click on the Pip-Boy and then roll to hit. The Pip-Boy should highlight. Roll to hit, and then it should pop up.
Aim doesn't do that. It increases. You choose a target, a specific part of a target creature or character, and increases the difficulty of the attack by 1.
I think when you shoot, you have the option to select. When you attack, you have the option to target a specific location, don't you?
Well,
Or
did you
otherwise
click
just
on the
get
it
the
Pip-Boy
increases
first
the
before you
difficulty
rolled to hit?
by 1.
And it popped up. It said location.
Uh-huh.
So I select left leg.
Uh-huh.
I hit.
Six roads.
Critical injury. Knocked him prone.
And let's see. I think I have prone.
It's automatically. He's already on there.
Is it already on there?
Yeah, critical injury, left leg prone.
Nice. Thank you, Dom.
Whoa.
And
Now I
think
did make
that's-
some effects. I took all of the wiki effects and put them in the custom effects list.
Okay.
And then I started making cover just so we can try it out to see how it works. So I don't know if that's the right way to do it. See, cover says number with the location. So I made the 1d66 head and
What
arm
are
and all that.
You're there you go,
Yeah.
Cedar.
Can you?
Mute your
So
mic.
you can't move again
Oh.
once you shoot.
Okay. So I'm stuck there, and then I'll pass my turn.
So boom! You shoot. What did you shoot? What kind of gun?
10mm pistol.
Oh, the everlasting 10 millimeter. She like, pow, and you freaking get him right in the leg. Oh, he falls down on the ground. Clunk. He's still got his shotgun in his hand. And Bishop, I think he has like actually he's harder to hit now because he's prone.
So movement is. It doesn't cost anything to go in there, right? Because that's the next zone.
It costs you a minor.
Well, that's the minor, right?
Yeah.
Go into the next zone.
Well, no,
So
you're in
I'm
the
gonna-
same zone. You're not in another zone.
Oh, so it doesn't cost anything to move up to him.
It costs a
Into the
minor to
door.
move. A minor to move. If you wanted
Yeah,
to move more than one zone, it costs 2 minors or something,
Well-
I think.
What we're saying is that the way that the rule set is set up, if you're inside the same zone, then there's no movement at all. Movement
Right.
only exists from one zone to the next. So you can be wherever you want to be inside of this zone without any sort of movement whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah, well, zones is kind of confusing. So is the barn another zone?
That's
From the
You get to
outside?
determine.
By
The DM
by those
sets the
videos,
zones.
yeah, it can be. The barn could be another zone. It could be the upper level of the barn is another zone.
Well,
Right, the
he's
third zone.
just standing in the middle of the barn, kind of wandering
laying down.
around. So I don't think it's another zone. So you can move right up to him if you want.
Yeah, then Bishop's gonna charge
The
into
door's
door,
open now, so
and he's gonna claw attack him with his claw.
all right, he's definitely laying on the ground. You run over to him. You can see him. He's like,
Vincent says, "Try not to kill him."
I don't know who you are. He's fumbling, trying to get a shotgun up.
So how do you? Let me see. So I got to target him. I guess
Uh-huh.
that's the same as always. Yep. And then roll this claw attack.
Wait, did you double click? All right, so they
Whoa.
both were one success, so
2 successes.
well, he double clicked.
Yeah, it should
We're-
have. It should
I
have
know.
been one click.
We're going to take the 1 success from each, though.
Yeah, one success. We're gonna add them up since you screwed up. All right,
And
so
just
you
click the
hit.
damage.
So you claw him in his right leg that's already got a wound.
I didn't specify, but I guess it did.
Isn't that where you shot him too?
No,
Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
left
Oh, the
leg.
left leg.
Oh, left leg.
So he
Oh,
go
man,
over.
this guy's legs.
He like he's kicking at you. He's got his leg out. He's like ah, and you freaking claw, freaking
It's
8
leg day.
wounds. Holy crap!
A critical injury to his other leg.
You like
No.
grab his leg, you like crack it, break it, and you just like rip his kneecap out and throw it on the ground.
Well, it says arm this time.
What?
Critical
Right
injury,
arm,
right
right
arm.
He ripped his kneecap out through his shoulder.
So how did, what's doing to determine this? Because I didn't click on anything. I just clicked the roll for the hit and then the roll for the damage, and it's
No idea.
yeah.
Did you have the
That
Pip-Boy
sounds like
clicked?
No, I
a
didn't.
Super Teddy problem. I hit his
No.
leg and it injured his arm.
That's how you know you did a good job.
Well, you did 8 wounds, so it's a critical, and a critical causes another wound. So the other wound, not only to his leg that you did, but you did 5 wounds to also his right arm. So you like took his right arm and you beat his leg with it. I don't
With my claw.
with your claw.
Okay. Well, now he's at 12. I guess if that shotgun was a two-handed weapon, he's in a world of hurt.
The only time it would really matter is in a case when they're attacking me, because I have 2 pieces of armor on one leg and one arm. So that's all the armor I have. So if they hit me in that one spot like they did, I absorb 1 more point of damage. If they hit me anywhere else, I don't absorb the damage. That's why I walk funny, so I stick that one leg out. So they'll hit that first.
So when you critted his arm, he drops any object held in that hand and the arm is broken or otherwise unable to move. You can't perform any actions using that arm by itself or alongside your other arm. So, double barrel shotgun that's already loaded?
Hits the floor. Good. So I don't have
Yeah.
to disarm him.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I'm gonna go in. And
he
pick up the
drops it,
shotgun.
like, he's trying to get it with his left arm, though. He's like, ah! And he's rolling around. He's in bad shape, though.
I want to fight him for it. I want to disarm him, take the shotgun away.
Are you going to run in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I got my pipe wrench in my hand.
I'm not looking at the map always. Try to be more descriptive, right? The maps are not going to
So-
be very free flowing. It's going to be theater of the
Right.
mind.
So Ben runs past the crowd, trying to get a look at what's going on. He peeks around the corner and he sees Bishop up here ripping this guy's limbs off and beating him with it. So he sees the shotgun kind of fall to the ground as the dude falls to the ground, and so Ben just runs up there and kind of kicks the shotgun over to the side and grabs it. And I want to retry. I don't want to hurt the guy because I don't know. Riddle me this. This is the player assuming this ghoul has gone feral. Is that what's happened here? Now my character is a survivor, so he's been in the apocalyptic waste for a long time. Is he familiar with what that ghouls can go feral like this, and that this is something that happens? Or
Yeah, it's a fear of a lot of people that ghouls are going to go feral.
So okay, so he's.
I mean, you're
that's
not an expert on feral ghouls, but
right, but and I don't know if you can fix it or not. But we happen to have a ghoul that's with us, and we've got a doctor, so I don't want to hurt him anymore. And I'm like, Bishop, man, maybe we can help this guy. I don't know.
so you move up to him and you pick up the shotgun. He's not holding it currently, so you've moved and you used them.
Yeah, I'm just going to use
a
my
minor.
action to. Well, I moved it. Use minor to move, and I'm going to use
Mhm.
my action to
Well, you-
pick up the shotgun and kind of.
Yeah, so you need to be adjacent to him.
Yeah, and pick up the shotgun. I guess I can't move after I do my major
No,
action, though.
you can only move once.
Right. So I just pick up the shotgun, and can you ready an action in this game? I don't know.
Yes.
Down arrow. I'm gonna point it at him, and if he does anything crazy, I'll pull the trigger.
Describe a situation
I'm
you
gonna-
expect to occur and choose a major action form
That's
when
right.
it does.
I'm going to point at him with his own arm and tell him to be still. Don't move.
All right, Gil, you're like looking at how your friends react to maybe a feral ghoul. You're not sure. You don't think so, though.
So, question on the rules. Reading move is you can move, movement action, move up to one zone to any position within medium range. Alternatively, stand up from a prone position. So, going from prone to stand up is your move action. So does that mean you have to do all of your move before you can? You can't shoot while you're walking, because the move we just described. I'm going to end up in this zone somewhere, and my action, but it's not a specific location
ahead, Josh.
necessarily.
I believe that the rules, because if it's anything like certain other rule sets that are similar in nature, then any sort of narrative movement inside of one zone is not counted, right? Like it's more about narration of events, and so the rules only specify when going from one zone to the next.
That
Any
transition.
movement inside of that zone is free to do at any time. So it's all
Gotcha.
about narration.
Within medium range, or like if
Well,
you're
I'm
going from medium
assuming
range
that-
to long range, or would that
Yeah, yeah,
assume
yeah.
to be different
So-
zones?
Right. Different zones. Like, so if you have two different levels inside of the barn, then those could be two different zones, and it would take a minor action to transition somehow whichever
Mhm.
way that you figure out your character moves from one zone to the next.
Right, and then
But anything that you want to do inside of that zone is completely up to narration.
and moving
And
like
it's
through difficult terrain or up a ladder or upstairs is an action point.
Is a zone transfer.
It's an action point to do those things. Hazardous terrain, a ladder. So if you wanted to use your minor action to move into zone 2, let's say zone 2 is the loft, and there's a ladder that goes up to the loft, you would have to use your minor to move and an action point to climb up the ladder. Now you have your major action. You could shoot from up
So
there.
you can't climb ladders if you don't have an action point.
You could get an action point by taking
You have
the
to- you have
round
to
and
Generate threat.
what's it called where you
Or
just
selling
spin that
one to
action?
the GM.
There's one that you
Basically,
can,
what we do is we give the GM a point in order for us to do something
Right.
when we have 0.
or you
Alright.
can do nothing
We go
for a
into debt.
round and generate action
Yep.
points.
Okay.
I forget what
Rally.
it's called.
Called
Rally.
rally.
I was going to say
Rally.
Bart.
Okay.
It's rally. You can rally and generate action points, or you can take the GM's action points, or you can. I guess the luck wouldn't let you do anything other than add a D20.
Okay.
Is all luck lets you do.
Appreciate it.
So luck lets you do like 12 things. Luck is awesome.
Yeah, but you can only add a D20 in all 12 of those things. You can't add damage. You can't add. So it doesn't let you burn an action point. So Gil, what are you thinking?
Are we trying to kill this guy or just capture him?
They look like they're
Doc.
trying to. They just took his weapon off of him. The robot looks like he might be trying to murder Hobo the guy. You're not sure.
The doctor yelled out not to kill him.
Yes.
No, Bishop
Try not to kill him.
pointed at him with his own arm. He pointed
So
at
I'm
him and
gonna
said,
I'm
"Don't
gonna
move."
run in and tackle him.
He's already prone on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna like jump on top of him to like pin him down.
Nice.
Ghoul on ghoul action.
What kind of roll is that? What do we got to do? I don't know. Athletics? I don't know.
Yeah, I would think it's athletics.
Unarmed,
Grappling?
wouldn't it?
What is it?
probably strength and athletic.
Unarmed and something? I don't know. Athletic.
What's unarmed say? Fighting without a weapon by making unarmed attacks? He's not really punching him. He's just trying to like jump on top of him.
Athletics is like pull, push, lift objects, jump, climb, swim, run.
Are you trying to like pin him down to the ground, kind of?
Yeah, like big pile on him.
Figure
The people's
four?
elbow.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, yeah, give me athletics strength. Strength athletics. Oh, nice. Two
Nice.
successes. Yeah, you freaking. It's not hard to pin this guy down because both of his legs are smashed. His arm is off. And so you just come over and you just like lay down on top of him and pin him down. And he's like, "Who are you? Get away from me! I don't know you." He's all like confused. His eyes are big. He's like, he doesn't look like he looks all shriveled up, malnourished. Yeah,
Nourished.
yeah,
Malnourished.
malnourished.
Can you tell that on a ghoul?
More,
Like,
you
how
can.
do you tell?
You're a ghoul, so you got the sense that this guy's not quite right. You don't think he's feral? You haven't seen anyone go feral like this before.
Hmm.
I
Anything
guess he still has some
else?
wits about him.
Oh, we don't have he's like, "You have not paid your bill. Please give me caps." As he comes in the door, I will destroy you all. Brrr. right, Thrud. With your
I'm
8
going
initiative.
to switch weapons, put my bat away, and pull out my pistol, and I'm going to jog around the barn and just look for any other combatants, and that's it.
Do a perimeter check. Oh, he's still alive? Unarmed strike, physical damage. He's going to try to punch Gil. Karate chop. Wah! With his only good arm.
Well, I'm laying on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make
Throat
that
punch.
like a difficulty of a 2. Where's his unarmed crap at? Let's see. Combat. Do I know how to use this thing?
I don't think so.
There it is.
Somewhere you set the difficulty for 2, and then
I set it for 2, but I think that's only on skills. I don't think it does it on attacks. But I'm gonna try to hit Gil, the unarmed. Holy crap! 2 successes. That's what I needed.
oh, by the way, we should have got an action point back up to 6 after Gil's double success.
Oh yeah. And he karate chops on you with his unarmed strike. Can you soak? Can you use a Benny? What happens? I don't know.
I had an action ready if he did anything.
Did you have to roll damage? Is it like 0?
Right, but Ben is readied, so yeah, your readied action goes off.
I've
The
got
action
a-
occurs before the start of your next turn. You may perform that major action immediately, interrupting the other character's actions as necessary.
Yeah, so you blast him with his shotgun? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, you said it's a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Let me add that temporarily here to this. I guess it should be in my inventory. There we go.
Did you find one? Shotgun?
Yeah, double barrel shotgun.
Ah.
Head hit.
So you
Oh my goodness.
and you have a
Okay, well-
Which also got a
complication.
19.
Yeah, but I can't. Unfortunately, I can't do any damage because I didn't have it. I put it in here without any ammo, so now it has no ammo.
Well, you need ammo. Shotgun shell.
I've been through it. Physical double barrel qualities, inaccurate two-handed. Let's see if it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. Do it.
I hope
It
the
says 0.
complication isn't because I'm laying on top of
What
him.
the hell?
No, the ammo doesn't. You don't have to have ammo for it to actually do damage. Ammo's manual. You got to track ammo yourself.
Right,
Gil's
but I
head and
can't.
old man Joseph's torso. Is that how the
Damage
complication works?
0. See if it says 0 damage. There's no.
Yeah, he
damage in the
resisted it.
damage.
Yeah.
No, I mean in the damage field on the character sheet. When I drug the double barrel over there, I've got the 6 needed to target number, but the damage dice says 0. It's a 0
Oh,
on a d6.
there's no die because you don't have ammo.
Yes. That's
Oh,
what
I'm
I would
looking at
assume.
Gil. Ben, that's a. I gotta get your character's names right.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you can't put ammo in without having it in your inventory.
I show it as a 5 in your damage. There.
Uh,
I see a 10 and a 5.
There we go. Shotgun shells. Now that I've got shotgun shells, let's do.
I'm telling you, the
2 of 'em.
ammo doesn't matter. You can have 0 ammo, you can have 100 ammo. You don't ammo's
Yes, but now I actually, since I drug the ammo to my inventory, I now have ammo, and
and
I
it still
have 0 and still says 0.
right. Click on weapons to vehicle and then click back to weapons. Did it update?
Do you have it equipped?
Yes, it updated.
You just gotta refresh it. That's all. And ammo doesn't matter. So ammo's it will take away ammo when you use it, but you can have 0 ammo and it still will do damage. Josh has got
Now, the
company pulling
spread
up.
means he hits Gil too, doesn't it?
No, spread means he hits another body part on him. It
Wow.
spreads to another body part. It doesn't spread to other targets. We just
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like point blank with him. It's, yeah, I can see if you're,
What's the
not
complication?
particular.
Was there a complication though? I saw the red.
Yeah. There was a complication. He had 1 success, 1
Hey.
complication.
Oh yeah. So on the complications tables, you should have a note. There should be a shotgun one? No, what is it? Player complication tables.
Small guns?
weapon?
Small guns? I don't think it's a big
Small gun.
gun.
Yeah, I think it's a small gun.
Yeah, small gun complication. You can roll on that table.
Yay. Gun jam. So I got no damage on him. He's still alive.
It jams.
Yeah.
A minor action to
But
clear it though.
It's
You
a
can't,
it's a
you were
double
ready.
barrel, right?
It's a double
So
barrel.
only
yeah.
1 barrel went off, the other barrel didn't.
That's right.
And it jams.
Problem
Perfect.
solved.
Perfect narrative.
You like blast. You blast him right in the. Where did you hit him?
In the head.
In the head. Blew his head off
Sorry,
with a
Joe.
shotgun.
Bishop's gonna
trying to help you, man, but you just stand still.
Bishop's gonna look up at Ben and said, Dr. Green said, don't kill him.
You see Bishop's little windshield wipers go
Well, hey, man, I really
because
don't
he's
wanna
got
kill
blood
him.
on his eye, on his all over his face.
No!
I'm like,
Maybe-
Thrud, I need new bandages.
Soaked in blood.
It's not his blood, though.
Yeah. I'm like one of those like meat packing things at the bottom of the underneath your steak when you get it.
That little white thing
Just
full of
soaking
blood.
it up.
The little sponge deal.
I'm just like sitting there soaking it up.
I'll improve the smell after a day or so.
Do you say that aloud? Shh, man, don't piss the ghoul off.
Don't make him feral again. Don't make me
yeah.
feral. You wouldn't like me when I'm
That's
feral.
right. That's right.
So,
I guess
What are you
we'll
guys
never
gonna do?
find out why he killed his wife now.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should search him, right?
Vincent's gonna try to
He's-
resuscitate him, knowing it's hopeless, but he's gonna try anyway.
Like put his head
you-
bag on.
do
Wait,
chest
are you
compression.
grabbing on.
Are you
All
doing
this
mouth
blood
to
coming out of his face? Damn
are you
it.
doing mouth to mouth? Because when you
Just
go,
blow down
No.
that neck
when you
hole.
go, it comes out all the holes that are in his buckshot
All these
face,
ears.
right? Feep, feep, feep.
Yeah, you're
Sounds
literally
like
just
a-
making it worse.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
at this point.
sounds like a broken bagpipe. What? He's got like all of his clothes on. You think? You don't know why. He's got like layers and layers of clothes.
All the clothes out of his closet.
Who's our medical expert?
Doctor.
The
The
doctor.
doctor.
The doctor.
He could
So-
be a doctor of
Yeah, I want
of,
to check him out.
you know,
rock and roll
You
doctor.
know, medicine, science, just kind of intellectually, see if I can diagnose what might have caused him to, does he look like he was on drugs or affected by something or
Mm.
so a medicine intelligence? Is that what we're doing?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I think, and I'm
He
gonna
seemed-
You know what? I'd spend an action
lucid.
point on that just to ask the DM a question.
Oh.
Complications.
a 20
So-
and a 2.
So you succeeded, but you had a complication on the medicine roll. So
Yeah. So medicine.
I think the
Use the luck to
complication was
re-roll
got a
it.
big
I
hole.
made
in
the
his head.
injury worse.
I think Dom should have these tables in there. They're
Like
kinda
whatever
handy.
disease the guy got, now you have it.
Inflict 1 damage to patient. Oh well.
The patient is dead.
Stick my finger through and cracked his leg bone. Oh crap! So
Well, at least we know that the doctor can do that to us now. So
So Dr. Vincent Green reaches down and he fishes around and he picks up the dude's brain. It's dripping
this was obviously not being used.
dripping blood and dripping, brain goo. And he looks at it and he says, I don't think he was going feral. Usually their brain is a little more squishy.
Or liquid.
it's pithy. Their brain gets real pithy.
That
He
one's
like
real firm.
squeezes it a little, like
Not ripe yet.
kind of weighs it. So yeah, you don't think he was going feral. You're not quite sure what was wrong with him, but you don't think it's because
Search
he
the
was going
room.
feral. Their brain shrivels up,
Yeah.
it dries up. The
I'll
barn,
search the room and see if I can find any kind of chemicals, drugs.
the barn seems to
radioactive
be
sources.
pretty typical of what you would assume to find in a Tarberry barn. Nothing out of the ordinary in the barn. But do you guys want to go back and finish searching through the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got a better idea
Yeah.
of what we're looking
He's
for
been
now.
going too hard on that tarberry juice.
What about like his
Mm.
body or anything?
What if it is the
Are you just gonna
Tarberries?
Supposed to drink
leave
too
him
much of that? You're not supposed to drink Tarberry juice?
leave him laying there for now and
Nah,
go
Vincent's
inside?
just gonna drop the guy's arm back down on his chest with a thud. Turn around and
nice.
walk off.
I'm gonna look at his feet. Are we sure that that was his footprints?
Yeah, for
Boot
sure.
marks?
Yeah, definitely. They're blood covered.
Okay.
He's got
He
dried
was lucid,
blood on
though,
him.
as you guys were killing him. He was just aggressive.
Yeah, he kept saying,
He
"I
wasn't
don't,
acting pharaoh.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know you." And you all know him. You definitely know him, or he definitely knows
Yeah.
you. Anyways, you guys have met.
Mm.
I mean, you didn't hang out. You didn't play Rummy Cube or anything together, but
I'm going to search the barn.
yeah, the barn has farming stuff for Tarberry farming, but nothing out of the ordinary in the barn. But is there
I'm gonna go
anything in
back and keep
particular
searching the
that you
house.
want in the barn?
Light source. Do they have a lantern for the barn out here?
The barn doesn't actually have any power, but there are some kind of form of light sources, yeah, that you can ignite if you like. Fuel-powered light sources. I wouldn't think there would be like too many open flames so much. Like maybe a couple of
Tarberries. Flammable.
fuel what battery what do they call the batteries in Fallout? A power cell? A power cell? A power cell lamp.
Nice. So nothing portable? No lantern?
Yeah, it's a power cell lantern. It's not fueled. It's not flame. It's
Okay.
Does he have any more shotgun shells on him?
yes. Um,
Hmm.
5.
5.
Like just in his pockets. Like he's got like 10 pockets, 20 pockets. How many pairs of clothes does he have? They're all shotgun pellet hold and bloody. So you get back into the house and the let's go back to the house. Let's see if you missed anything.
And the wife has a normal amount of clothes on, right?
Yeah. The living room is the most wrecked room in the house and obviously the site of a major struggle. As you start looking over things now, Teresa's face and arms are badly bruised, signs of a fierce struggle before she was impaled and killed. The shattered picture frames have had all the photos removed. The photos are not
Mm-hmm.
in the room. The kitchen, the back door to the kitchen, has the bloody footy prints. The kitchen itself is mostly clean and tidy, but for overturned drawer that has scattered utensils and knives on the ground. A trail of bloody footprints leads from the living room through the kitchen out the back door. The shape of the imprints suggests that they were left by the dude wearing the boots. Beneath the counter with the overturned drawer is a large gun rack. Whatever weapon the rack held is missing. The shotgun seems to fit in there perfectly. In the bedroom, small and plain bedroom, the closet contains empty hangers, a heart-shaped locket, we already said. And the photo in the other frame, oh, there's a, oh yeah, that's in the locket. Her
Mm.
picture was scratched out. And, are you guys looting? Are you taking anything of value?
No, we're part of this community. Why would we?
Yeah.
Well, if it's
Because
something the
some of you
community
are
could use.
thieves? I don't know. Because you're criminals?
You should keep that
Well, I
shotgun,
think we should.
right?
I think we should go back and report it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got the shotgun here, but
Should collect the shells. How many shells did he have left?
I got 5 shells off of him. Are there any more in the house?
Are you talking about the spent rounds to
The
reload them?
No.
Do you
I've never
pick
known
the
anybody to
do you
reload a
pick the
shotgun
lead out
so
of
long,
his
but-
face is to reload?
No,
or is it-
well, there's not much of a face left. I mean,
right. Well, the doctor pull a pellet out of the brain and go, "Here's one." Clunk. It drops it in a little bucket for you. You can find some stuff of value in here. Where'd it go? 5D.
But wouldn't we just send somebody else to operate the farm?
Who are you sending? Who's the farm operator?
Well, I mean, that would be up to the
That'd be up to the mayor, right?
whoever. But I mean, surely somebody would want
I
to.
think you're kind of getting ahead of yourself a little bit, right?
I don't know. I mean, you're asking us if we want to loot the place. Well, we don't want to take anything if somebody from the community is going to come and use it. Is my point. But if they're not going to come up here and run the farm, then we need to take. whatever's
So if there
valuable
was a
back to the
sack of
community.
caps laying on the counter, you would just leave it there.
Hey, man, somebody look like this. The whole sack.
I didn't see no set.
Right.
There's a sack of caps.
Well, I can't spend them. Oh my gosh, look at there. And look how they just divide evenly into 5. Wow, that's amazing. Funny how math works that way. That's what my dad told me.
Where'd it go? I had it right here.
Uh, I want to perform first aid on Thrud. Now that we're not actively engaged.
What do you got to do? What do you got to do?
I think I just roll it.
Two
Yield 6 to
successes.
Thrud. Nice.
So it took it. Did it take it off his leg too?
I don't know. It healed.
Where'd it go?
Isn't that
took
all of the
everything off
damage
of-
you already had?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
had
took his
3
Except
wounds
for the
away.
stuff,
No,
except for the stuff that I added manually.
yeah, the 3 on the right leg are still there. Is that easy just to 0?
Yep.
Yep. I don't know.
Ah!
So you you get some ointment and some bandages.
Do my
and
best to
you-
patch him up. So apparently you don't need a
6.
first aid kit to perform a medicine, but a first aid kit increases the number of hit points you recover by 2.
And I think a first aid kit is like expendable, right? Like a healer's kit. Like
They
you
run
use
out.
it. Yeah.
Yes, they run out.
And there's a repair
Uh,
kit too for the robot. It does
Yeah.
the same thing.
And then
It
there's
acts the same
stim
way.
packs for
Yep.
And Ben knows repair.
fast
Right?
acting.
Yeah, he knows repair, but I don't have any repair kits. I didn't know you had to have repair kits, so I better stock up on that stuff when we get back to the settlement.
Well, I think it's the same as heal. You don't have to have a kit.
Just gives you a bonus.
Improves.
Just gives you more points when you do it.
Oh, okay.
I know repair too, so.
So, is there anybody that would consider taking any caps that they found laying around? Do we need to roll for them?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't. No.
I'm not taking them. That's just a good way to get cursed. And next thing you know, you be hanging out with
Cursed.
some church son, and you get cursed
I don't see a repair kit, but there is a multi-tool that reduces the difficulty of repair tests.
No, there's
Sounds
definitely
like
a repair
reusable
kit.
tool
Repair
then,
kit?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
A deluxe toolkit also reduced the difficulty of repair tests by 1.
So multi-tool and a toolkit.
It's called a robot repair kit.
Oh, robot. repair kit.
Robot repair kit. Oh,
yeah.
is that specific for just robots or?
Yep.
There it is.
Robots are power armor.
So Bishop.
Same way as
So robots are treated the same as power armor in the game. Okay. So
Yeah, they're just objects.
All right, so you guys take a little break. You search the house. You don't find any other evidence as to why this Joseph did what he did. Maybe she cheated on him. You're not sure what the situation is, but he definitely was something wrong with him. You don't think it was because he was going feral, but
Yeah.
before we leave the house, does this food smell rancid or anything? Food
Uh,
poisoning.
the food, a lot of the food is old, like it's gone bad.
It's
The
hard
fresh
to tell,
food,
Hard to tell if it would have been. Yeah.
because it's
okay.
been maybe she's been dead a few days, so any of the fresh foods at least that old.
Yeah, but they're ghouls, so
And you said the kitchen was fairly tidy and cleaned up, so
Yeah, the a drawer was knocked over, silverware and knives on the floor. But most of the struggle was in the living room.
where does the struggle seem to have started?
The
Can we
living room.
Find the living room. And
Like-
looking at the furniture, where would he is like, is this his favorite recliner that Gil's sitting in here, or
mhm.
I want to look around where the guy would be sitting most of the time. Is there some kind of an insect that's crawled up and bitten him, poisoned him?
So you
If
guys
the
want to
doctor says he wasn't feral, there
do a
has to be something here.
huge investigation, like spend a
Yeah.
lot of time here.
Well, I think the settlement would expect it. They're all having fun anyway.
You can, yeah, it's, you guys have been monkeying around about an hour so far over here.
Well, that party will go all night.
And it's not going to go all night. It ends in another hour, you think. The party has
I
an
think we
end
should
time.
report back.
Yeah, agree.
Just report back and okay.
Do we want to have somebody stay here while the rest of us report back?
Go back and report.
Make
to
sure
Mayor
nobody comes
Montagna.
and
It's not that,
changes something.
it's not that far. You guys
Maybe
can,
you guys
Alright.
just hanging out here by yourself. It's a kind of stupid thing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I ain't going back.
give me a perception medicine check. Can we do that?
Who?
Yep.
Hey,
Ooh.
everybody.
Yeah.
No, Ben, that was really wanting to search the chair and
Oh.
see if he got bit by a bug or something, right? That's what you're kind of doing, right?
Well, I'm searching the entire area as well, but yeah.
What specific area? He's searching the chair. Any specific area you're thinking?
I'm just working my way through the whole area, the house. Anything that stands out.
Well, I'm imagining
really-
Ben is like reaching down in the chair, pulling the cushions out, that kind of searching
Bed bugs.
the area.
Well, I was until Gil said we need to get back and report in, and then, Ben's not the leader type. He doesn't have those
What?
social skills. He just kind of follows along.
What is that?
Right,
room
that's why I
between the
asked you to
kitchen and the
roll.
bathroom?
Can you give me a perception intelligence roll?
Oh, you asked me for a perception. check.
Yes.
A
Perception and
or-
medicine.
Or
Perception,
sorry,
I think you said.
perception medicine.
And
yeah.
medicine. Oh, okay. That's not good. I rolled it twice. I forget you only click once, but so the first one was
So you don't
0.
think anything in the chair caused him to not remember who anybody is?
What busted down the door?
I think he did. I think he busted out because the door's been broken out.
No, the front door was busted in, right?
No.
No,
He,
that
yeah,
was-
he went out the back door, right?
Right.
That's where the
front
footprints
door
go.
Where we came in was
So
busted.
something got in, affected him, busted
The front
its
door
way
was
out.
busted out.
Yeah.
And then
Correct.
he left through the back door at some point, but they live there, so there's gonna be tracks in and out of that back door all the time.
So let's go back and inspect the body for any puncture marks, any kind of
His body's got a bunch of puncture marks.
well,
Mostly in the head.
old ones.
Mostly puncture
something,
marks.
yeah, something that was like
Needle or
a
something.
few days old. Yeah, something that
Mm,
Non-shot
yeah.
gun
Yeah.
use.
any bug bite swells up.
Dr.
swelling
Vincent
or-
Green says for him to do a thorough investigation, he will need to do an autopsy.
Yes.
So let's
let's
take the
bring the
body
body
back.
back and do an autopsy. Is there a sheet we can wrap the body up in?
So we can always spend an action point to ask a question, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is definitely plenty of sheets and canvas and stuff like that to make a litter or whatever.
All right. I will ask Thrud to assist
There's
me
even
in
like plastic, like
wrapping up the body.
yeah.
I want to take it back for an autopsy.
What is this room between the kitchen and the bathroom?
Somebody drew something on a map.
That would be the laundry room, surely. That's a deep freezer. That looks like a folding table, or that's a dryer.
It's a storage room.
I don't.
They just got a bunch of storage in there.
All right, we check that area then.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna go out here and pull water up out of this well and smell it. While they're tending to the body, getting the body ready to go. Anybody check this water to see if it's tainted? Got
It's
alkali.
dirty water.
It's dirty,
Yeah.
but this is their source of water. Their water source is from this well right here.
Yep. They both are like ghouls, so radiation doesn't affect them, so they can drink dirty water.
It actually heals us.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
it's
you
like
found a healing potion.
that's like the
fountain.
best water ever. So I'm gonna take some.
We can if we throw him in the well, he'll heal up.
Yeah, can I
throw the body
actually
in the-
take some of that irradiated water?
What are you gonna get a bucket and like fill a bucket up?
Let me see. Yeah, do they have like a container in the house that I could borrow?
There are
storage room?
several containers of dirty water already in the cupboard that you could take.
Ooh, yeah. Can I have some?
Sure. You guys could get up to 5. Oh no, you could take any mundane household items. So there is dirty water in there. What else do you guys want to take? Mundane household items.
No, I just want dirty water.
Is that items? Is there dirty water? Dirty, not dirty wastelander, but dirty water.
It's listed under consumables beverages.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
let's
an
say
item,
there's
dirty water
4
item.
of those. Do I need to put it in a party sheet?
I already
You,
did it.
you can drag it?
Mhm.
Okay.
There's also an item in the list that says water aerobics for ghouls.
That's
As a book or magazine.
magazine.
yeah. It's a
Water
collection.
aerobics for ghouls.
So you guys get the body, get some water, look around, search the sofa, find some caps, but leave them. Even the ones in the chair, you're leaving? Like down in the
Or that
cushions?
have fallen down in the cushions. Yeah, because that's not
Put
what
them
I'm
on the
looking for.
table with the
Really
rest of
trying
them.
to tempt us, aren't you?
I'm just saying there's caps here, that's all. I'm just establishing if you guys are in it for the money or what, right?
In it to win it,
No.
man. In it to
Yeah,
win
we're in it for the story.
it. Yeah, jam. I don't do jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey.
All right, so you guys get back over to by the time you get back over to the main settlement, the party's kind of dying down, and you guys go over to Jesse's. Is that where are you looking for Jesse?
Well, we're not
Mayor,
going to
we'll
take
parade
the
in the
body
middle
to
of
the
town
med
with a
tent.
body, are we?
Mayor Marbanya.
We're going straight to the med
What?
tent first. Or med building.
Mayor
Where-
Marbanya.
Vincent
Mayor
works.
Marbania. What?
So as you guys start over towards the medical facility or whatever, Jesse sees you because his little place is right there. So he kind of meets up with you as you guys get over to the medical facility, and he's all anxious looking. He's like, "What's going on? What happened?" He's looking around, making sure no one's listening. What'd you find out? He looks down at the
Well,
He looks down at the blood-soaked canvas sack that you guys are lugging with an arm hanging out. I
Not to
don't know.
mention me.
Yeah, blood soaked.
I'm completely blood soaked as well.
Yeah, so is
He
Bishop.
didn't make it. Something caused him to go crazy, and it looks like he killed his wife and attacked us as soon as we got there.
Mm.
You think he turned feral?
I don't believe so, but I need
Looks
to do
over
an
at Gil.
autopsy to make sure.
Nervously
he's
looks
all
at
right.
Gil.
I checked his brain. It's still firm.
Checked his brain.
That's how you know when they're going feral. You stick your finger in their ear,
You,
wiggle it
you're
around a
like,
little
do you
bit.
want to see? He's like, no, no.
Want to taste?
He's more of a like an engineer kind of a guy, smart guy, not medical
Mhm.
so much. He seems kind of stricken by the news, that they're dead, and he says
Sick of me too, man.
I don't. I'm gonna need some time, a day or so, to think about what to tell the other settlers. I don't want them to, have some kind of anti-ghoul sentiment, or that maybe the ghouls are going feral. He seems nervous about that, right? That the other people are
Um,
How
gonna
how many how many
I'm hoping to
ghouls
learn
are in
more
our
here.
little town?
you and those two,
Oh, great.
Now you're alone.
Now I'm the one that might go feral.
right? They're all looking
I'm
at
hoping
you.
to learn more with the proper autopsy, but that's going to take me a little bit.
Well, he says, I'll get the doc and we'll get the body up in the medical facilities. You guys go get cleaned up. Looking at the blood all over you guys. And maybe tomorrow you can start an investigation and ask around town if you can find anything out, what's been going on with them. And you know, immediately, what are you guys are gonna do? Like, are you guys
Join
gonna
the
go
bunch of
back to
kids, like,
your sleeping pods
Get
and
cleaned
get cleaned up, or
bring some leftover tater chips.
Go eat whatever's left at the celebration.
have some food,
Have
gather
our
up
own
Couple
some
of corn dogs.
some
Roast some canned
snacks?
goods.
Yeah, they're not really corn so much. There is some kind of dog in it though.
Ew. Good thing I don't have to eat.
So the next day, you guys got cleaned up, and you wake up the next morning and you kind of check out uh, the window and look out the doors, and you in the town the day after the Founder Day celebration is very cold and uncomfortable. Not only in the weather but in the mood. Everyone's kind of keeping to themselves. It's kind of quiet, and
Everybody has a
the
hangover.
yeah the you can see that the first frost of winter gathers on the grass, and looking out through
Mm.
the holes in the convention center ceiling in certain spots, you can see the gray clouds overhead, and you can see that people are like whispering and kind of looking in your direction as you guys go by, like, like some kind of rumors seem to be traveling fast in town.
Okay, that just totally freaks Ben out. Is
People talking about you.
he's too much on the spectrum for people to be pointing and looking at him and talking. He just goes off and crawls inside of his little repair van and shuts the doors and doesn't talk to anybody.
So you guys are catch up with Jesse, and he says, why don't you chat with the people in town and see what they may know about Joseph and Teresa's recent behavior. There's several places that seem like a good place for you to start your investigation, like the town square, maybe the trade post, and over at the pub. Give you guys some chat. It's official if it's in those little brackets, right? Is that
Right?
Yeah. Main story quest.
Choo-choo.
So why is everybody so down today?
They're hungover. Yeah,
Why are they all looking at Ben?
yeah, they seem concerned.
What was her name
So,
from my notes? Old Joseph and what? What was her name?
what's that?
Mary, the old lady that got impaled to the wall.
Teresa?
Ogle. Teresa.
Joseph and Mary.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
There- There's a star. You gotta.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph is fucking dead out there, both
All right, I'm gonna take the. I don't think you guys need this one anymore. How do you
Where's Ben's
unshare
van at?
Ben's van?
Down by the river.
No, it's just kind of bolted to the side of the, one of the walls in here,
Which one?
and I don't know.
Trading post?
I don't know. Ben's hiding anyway. He's too many people looking at him, pointing fingers. You see him wiping his face and shit as he crawls in his van, hides.
Hold on, I'm looking for an image. So where do you guys want to start? Do you want to go to the town hall or the town square, the bar, or the what was the other place?
Town square.
Trading post.
Trade post.
I don't know. Well, they were farmers, right? So
Trading post, probably.
yeah. Where would be the place where they would be most known?
The Tarberry
Yeah.
farm.
Well, did they trade their goods or did they like sell
Yeah,
them at
that-
the town square like a farmer's market?
No, the trade trade place sells the Tarberries.
So the trading post probably be the best place to start. See what their habits were. Did both of them always come?
All right,
And
so
then,
the trade post.
Yeah. Unusual behavior.
right, like, did they always both come together and bring their berries, and then all of a sudden just one of them started coming alone? Were they arguing over anything?
All right, so this trade post has some items for sale. You guys are familiar with the items. Can I share that with you guys?
Is
Oh,
that
somebody's
Mhm.
already using it.
Cyrillic.
Remember,
Cyrillic
only one
alphabet?
person can purchase things at a time. So
Oh, somebody's in the shop.
Thread was. So you guys can look through that as I kind of set up this next little area. The trade post is a medium-sized, desolate building at the edge of town, used as a makeshift marketplace for scavengers and traders from other settlements to do business. With a recent streak of cold and storms, business has not been good. Today, the only two individuals in the trade post are its quartermaster and a leather-clad, brutish-looking scavenger from Diamond City.
He did it. Does he have whole prints on his hand?
Kill him. Ho, Prince.
I was thinking about taking that bloody hoe and putting it outside of Ben's van.
Just
leave it up against the side.
What?
That'd fucking freak him out, man.
What does the quartermaster look like?
There's dirty water at the trading post.
Quartermaster's a female, grizzled older female, ratty brown hair.
Damn, first aid kits are 200.
She's got that cackle like that lady in Diamond City did. When she laughs. She has most of her teeth.
her that had invented the toothbrush.
What's her name?
So, just reading through the damage,
Raylan.
injury, and all of that stuff, when we shot Old Man Joseph, he should have been put into the dying state, is given the effect dying, but that doesn't mean he's dead. It's kind of like making death saves, and then every turn you have to make an endurance plus survival check, and if you fail, you die. If you pass
Yeah,
it,
but
you
he had
remain
like
alive.
he had like 3 wounds. I don't even think it was worth rolling. But yeah.
I'm just,
Plus,
yeah.
that's PCs,
Yeah, yeah.
not NPCs.
Yeah, so point blank, shotgun to the head.
Oh, is it different, Sven? You think, or is that a fact? You know
As a-
that.
As a storyteller, you're gonna sit there every round re-rolling everything you kill.
I agree. It's annoying. It's mostly described about for players, but I'm just trying to understand the rule set. So you think like we do for 5e, death save should only apply to players?
Or
Players or
major,
important
maybe
NPCs.
major
Or-
NPCs.
Plot-
Named NPCs, like
plot
Savage
NPCs.
Worlds, they would be wild cards.
Well,
you
if
know,
it's
not
Theater of the Mind,
leaders.
they're all plot, isn't it? Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Am I taking
Bob the
this
Beggar.
image? Put it in.
Yeah, because in the page for dying, it only speaks about PCs. It doesn't say this is not applicable to NPCs, but it just says when your character, when they are dying, if they suffer, it doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, but
When
you could
a-
take
a
that same
person
logic and
dies, or
say
when a
on critical
character
hits, it
dies, or when
says
a
a critical hit occurs
creature
whenever a
dies.
character suffers damage. The whole way they wrote the rule book is when a character.
No, this one says your character. That's what I'm saying. This is very specific. Unlike the other times when it is a character. The very page before it says whenever a character suffers. Whereas this one says your character.
I think that's being pedantic.
Oh, wait a
I'm
minute.
fine
you
with
can't,
playing
you
it that
can't,
way.
We're being pedantic in tabletop role-playing game rule sets, really? Is
Your
that
character versus a character.
I'm
It's all good. I just
putting an image in for Sven. So Thrud.
It's just for the 2D version. He doesn't have a 2D version.
Notes. No.
Token version.
How do I? Where is it at?
I threw it in the Discord.
Yeah, but how do I get to it? Oh, there it is. I gotta click on your portrait. So you want him as your
2D. Yep.
just
Whatever
as
that's
your
called.
token camera?
Yeah, token camera. Thank you. Awesome. You'll have to drag me back to the. Oh no, you don't, because we're not on the map right now.
But we'll share so everyone can see. He's got an image.
He has hair. He has a flat top, but
All right, so next session we'll pick up here. But you guys can continue to look through the shop a little. The trade post is where you guys like go in. The little ding on the door goes ding ling ling as you go in the front door, you know. And we're gonna pick up right here in the trade post next session, which I think is all good, right? What are we looking at? The 29th of March? Seem good for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to try to
Yeah.
pick up a 6th? Or do we want to adjust down to 5 players?
Totally up to you, buddy.
Well, I
Totally up to you.
personally think having 6 players gives us a better shot of gaming every week if somebody can't make it, right?
Yeah.
Because it takes 4 to play. So if there's just 5 of you and one person is out, you're good. 2 people out, you can't play. So if you got,
Right.
and I don't know, is it going to slow down stuff more?
Well, we're learning this anyway, so
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
not
we're
gonna
all just working our way through
we're not
it.
gonna move it at
And
breakneck
I think
speed, so.
anybody that knows how to use Fantasy Grounds qualifies, right? Because no one knows the rules, really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll
say
poke
grab
around a
6.
little, see who's out
I
there. See who
tell you
wants
what, my buddy Ron, the guy that first D&D game ever, he lives in Florida now, and he's looking for another game, so he may be a candidate for a Saturday night. I don't know.
Ron
And
Denaro,
Ron is
Ron
Ron
Denaro.
Denjaro, yeah, he's an exceptional.
Well, you
role
can
player.
check with him if you want. If he wants
Cool.
to play.
I'll do that.
Every other Saturday. And he knows me already, so, you know. Any questions?
Oh, he's never met a stranger.
Any comments about the game? I think it's going to be fun when we figure it all out. It's a lot to
Right?
take in,
Yeah.
but I like
Mhm.
the 2D20. It seems like you guys are a little
I think
OP.
it's
I don't know. I feel like I didn't have a chance as my ghoul. Like, "Rah."
He shot.
Well, I
that.
think as the first encounter,
Yeah.
hopefully it's not too
5 against 1.
technically.
8 wounds?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, ow.
yeah, that first blast of that shotgun like to tore a hole through
Throd. It's supposed
thread.
to be.
Yeah, thread.
I like to figure out how that targeting stuff works. I mean, because I didn't target anything, and it hit the arm, or hit the leg, and then it damaged the arm. I don't know what that's about.
Well, the reason it damaged the arm is because you critted, and if you do a crit, it also does another wound to another body part.
Mm.
So if you do 5 or more successes on damage, that's a crit. So you got to look up the crit rules and read through
It's
those.
supposed to crit injury to the affected limb, whichever one was hit.
Yeah, but he
So
didn't.
leg.
It was
Oh.
applying to the wrong one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hit the leg, and then the damage went to the arm.
Yeah, the
No,
the crit damage or effect injury should have been to the leg, but it didn't match up properly.
you
where
think
it was
it's not another random wound that appears because you critted?
No, it shouldn't be another random wound.
Because the leg I hit was the opposite leg that was shot the first time.
Right, but then the crit wound got applied to the right arm or whatever it was.
Were you shooting with the shotgun?
No. he
No,
was
no, I
using
hit
his
him with
claw.
my claw.
Right. So that should have done it to the same critical hit. A critical hit imposes an injury on the character which confers a penalty depending on the location hit. So it should be the penalty per the location that you hit. So if you
which
hit him
would have
in
been
the
his-
leg, then it should have applied the penalty from the leg.
Trying to
yeah,
think.
I think there was something wrong with that.
How does it know? I guess it knows it was the lag, but we haven't seen anywhere where it actually knows applies the damage to any body part.
It's just like
Yeah.
your mother. It just knows. It just knows what you've done.
Yeah, well,
But
what does
I
it
think-
know? If it knows, then why isn't it applying the damage?
Yeah,
To
I
the
think
body
that there's
part.
a small component that we're just doing wrong.
Yeah.
Because I didn't select
And-
anything
well-
to hit. It just
well-
when I rolled it said it hit his leg.
Well,
Yeah, it
Dominic
randomly does that.
went in and fixed that we couldn't target each other in the combat tracker, right? There was something weird going on. So he fixed that, which caused the Pip-Boy guy to break, which it only would pop up on the DM side. So maybe the break is even further down, that it's not actually causing the body part to show up properly as well.
Apply the damage to the part
Yeah.
that's hit.
So it could be a bug, is what I'm getting at. So
Yeah,
we'll
could be.
have to try it again next session and see how it goes. I mean, we can obviously, if you're manually applying the damage to the body part, then we'll just have to apply to the right body part. But it doesn't seem like you should have to manually apply the damage to the body part,
Not when you've
No,
got a
that
placeholder for the data.
right?
You should be able
It
to
seems
do
like
that.
that should fill in that little square when you do the damage. So it's a question for
Well, that's what
Dominic.
I mean. I think that there's just one small component that's not
Yeah, it's something
quite
because he had 17 out of 14 hit points. So
right.
because we were talking about rolling. What was it? Endurance plus what to see if he survives?
Survival.
Yeah, it's endurance plus survival as a dying check, and if they have to, the difficulty is the number of injuries that they have.
I was just seeing how I do it. So no successes. So did I die?
That was intelligence.
Oh, did I? I thought that was. I don't know how to spell
E.
endurance.
E.
Yeah.
E and survival. I'm just saying how to do it on an NPC sheet. Oh, I made 2 successes.
Yeah.
I'm healed?
So no, you don't heal. You're just not dead. And then at the start of your next turn, you roll again until
Right, but
somebody with medicine does a stabilize the dying.
if you have
or
3
something.
wounds, isn't it like a difficulty of 3 to make?
It's 3 injuries, not 3 hit points of damage.
No, that's what I mean. 3 injuries. It's
Yeah, then it's
3.
a difficulty of 3.
So I would have
So if
died.
he had 2
if I
legs
ha-
and
if
an
I
arm
had that.
injured.
That would have been a fail.
I would have used the action point to try to beat a 3. Now the most you can use is 5, I think. The most you can
Action
have in
points?
dice rolls is 5.
6.
6?
You can use 6 action points to gain 3 additional die.
Right, but I think the most you can roll is 5 die. I think is the
Oh, okay.
maximum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
2
you can give
plus a
yourself
3
Yeah.
is
3 plus the 2. Yeah.
It's kind of a neat system.
Yeah, kind of. And the better skill you are, the easier it is to do things, but still a good chance that you're going to, still you could fail and have a complication. So I'm not sure
Right.
why he didn't do the complication tables. They weren't hard to do. They took me, but I think they're not official in the rules. So maybe the tables
Is it
that
from the book
got.
Fallout 2D20 or the Fallout Is it?
It's from Reddit.
Oh, it's from
Hmm.
Reddit. Oh, okay.
I found a complications table from Reddit. So I just copied.
Yeah,
and
because I
pasted it.
think the complications are supposed to be narrative dependent.
Yeah, but having a table to roll on certainly helps you narrate a better. Narrate.
Oh
it
yeah,
better.
yeah. For
Oh,
sure.
you like the art that I got? This is Leonardo. AI art. So I could make some stuff. The trade center and stuff. Trade post image.
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
Inside the convention center. I thought they did a pretty good job. It kind of feels like it's inside of a building, like
Yeah.
the whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it looked good.
Oh, there's also the where's the images? The towns, the town.
Okay.
I didn't name them very good.
So
Oh, here it is.
I don't know that you need to track hit points of a body part.
Yeah, that's on when you go to combat and click the damage resistances and go to the editor or whatever.
I know that that's there. I'm trying to see where in the rule set
Where
that
it plays in. Yeah.
plays, because when you only gain an injury when you get a critical hit, which is 5 or more damage from one hit, or you drop to dying, then you gain 1 injury. Those are the 2 ways that you gain an injury. And
Which
then
is
those
why the
injuries
system doesn't
apply.
automatically track it per body part.
Yeah, but what he's saying is you don't really need to track it. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But,
Your overall hit points only matter till it drops to 0, in which case you gain an injury based on the body part that was hit.
Oh, interesting. That's why you need to know what body part is hit.
Right.
In case.
In case you get the injury from it.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Otherwise, ignore it.
yeah, it doesn't
and
really
then
matter.
and then each body part, when you get a crit, there's tells you what happens. You drop prone if it's a leg,
Right. Arm, leg, torso,
or you
head.
drop
Each has
your arm. Yeah.
Yeah. If you get an injury, either through a crit or through going to the dying state, it will have one of those effects that last until you receive medical attention.
Mm.
And then dying is you make an endurance plus survival check, and if you fail with the difficulty equal to the number of injuries, and then if you fail any of them, you die. So once you start dying, you have to pass every roll, otherwise you instant death on 1 roll. First failed check. And if they take any damage while dying, they immediately gain 1 additional injury. And so the difficulty just keeps going up because they get injury after injury and they stack them.
Yeah.
The difficulty equal to the number of injuries they have is what they got to roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
a complication
if you've
range
got
of
4
19
injuries,
to 20.
you got to have 4 successes.
Yeah. And I put a couple of those links in a note for the complications, so I guess I could take the PDF. Well, I got the PDF on there for me.
So what does on your combat tab for each location? There's a roll next to it. 1, 2 for head, 3 through 8 torso, 9 through 11 left arm, 12 through 14 right arm.
That's just the random determination of where you're going to hit. That's the roll that you make to determine where you hit somebody. If you're not calling the shot.
So when I go to attack you, right,
Mm-hmm.
my creature is going to roll randomly and 1 through 20 for a body part on your locations. And those locations have to be on your PC sheet, and they also have to be on the NPC sheet, being if it's a bug and it's got wings or whatever, those locations have to be on there for the randomness to roll. So that's why that's on your character sheet, because of those locations are on you, and I have to roll randomly to hit you.
Oh, and you can click the little thumbs up fine to mark it as injured or treated.
And
Oh,
you
that's what
also
okay, I see.
there's a bunch of manual stuff that he added that he didn't get permission to go deeper into an initial
Yeah.
rule set swipe, but there are some ideas that he might come back and do at a later date, especially on the scavenging part. Scavenging's pretty big in the game, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think he's got some work he says he might get permission to do, depending on what
If
Adam
we're
and
ever allowed
Doug
to
and
leave the settlement,
John.
it'll be a big thing for us.
Yeah, well, that's kind of
Oh.
scavenging. Ben is pretty dependent on scavenging. That's how he repairs and fixes things, is he finds the stuff that, you know,
Well, you guys really
do
haven't
so.
been out of the settlement
Right.
too much yet, but
We're just
no
getting
worries.
Yeah, it seems fun though.
started. This double barrel shotgun, before we leave the table tonight, is there anybody else? I mean, I can use small arms, that's fine, but is there anybody who's in their hands that thing would be a more potent, more dangerous weapon than Ben's?
No.
Apparently, it works well for ghouls to have it. You just think it.
I guess it does. Ask Dredd about that shit. So I'll hang on to it then. Okay.
You gotta say it like
I'll hang on to it, golly. Turkey shot right in the leg was made a
yeah.
mean mother, mean son of a bitch. I tell you.
Boomhauer, Boomhauer.
I was going that way and dang it, man.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Let's see if there's somebody we want to go raid real quick.
Good night,
We're
everybody.
just yakking. We're just yakking. Nope. That makes it easy. We're gonna say goodnight. See you guys. Thanks for watching on YouTube, all of you. I don't know, because there's no one in chat to say goodnight to, anyways. Just you guys. So, see ya.
Later.